Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Goffstown High School for a Division I matchup between your Goffstown Grizzlies and the Bedford Bulldogs. My name is Scott Gross, and I'm joined by my color commentary man, Joe Strickland. Joe, what a beautiful day today.
Yeah, Scott, it's fantastic. You know, earlier in the week, we were a little concerned with rain. Although we play in the rain, be happy to play in the rain. It has turned out to be fantastic.
You know, a special day. You know, this is a great rivalry between, two teams that are, right next door to each other, have battled with each other in championship games. And this is a really important game for Goffstown because they haven't played in the last couple of weeks due to COVID protocols with Central and Memorial, whereas, Bedford has been battle-tested in 3 of their games.
That's right, Scott. And Bedford has the proverbial bone to pick with Goffstown.
Right.
You know, they lost 2 games to us last year, so they're chomping at the bit to get back at us.
And Bedford is led by their star quarterback, Joe Michael. He kind of does a little bit of everything. I mean, he's not only the quarterback, he's the punter, he's the kicker. I was joking around before. I think he might mix up the Gatorade too. But the guy is, I've seen him for the last 2 years at quarterback. He's super talented, really a special player. I'd say arguably one of the top quarterbacks in the state. Goffstown really needs to kind of, they've got a star player themselves in Peyton Strickland, but their test is at really a QB because their quarterback, he's got a lot of good targets, but it'll really, a lot's going to depend upon the offensive line. Can they protect him? And then also the play calling. What kind of schemes, what are they going to call on the Goffstown side? And against Exeter, Joe, it was a lot of run, pass. And I think it needs to maybe be a little bit the opposite because you have such a strong receiving corps.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've had 2 weeks to work on it on our side of the ball, too. So I'm really anxious to see, A, if we've learned anything coming out of the Exeter game, and B, what we do about those lessons learned.
Right. So Bedford will kick off to Goffstown. So Goffstown will receive, and they'll start off on offense first. And, not a whole lot in that Exeter game in Goffstown, right? I mean, it was a bit disappointing. We got to be honest, right? Exeter dominated that game, just ran the ball, which is their typical MO. But Goffstown really didn't get a whole lot going. They played a lot better second half.
Yeah, you were talking about the protection of the quarterback in the second, or for this game. That did improve in the second half versus Exeter, so hopefully
And here we go. Joe Michael is going to kick it off. Strickland is back deep, but it's a short kick as usual. Is that Osborne? Number 5, and he breaks off 1 tackle, but then he gets gang tackled by Bedford. And he gets to about the 31-yard line where Goffstown will take over.
Yeah, same kind of thing we talked about versus Exeter, bringing your better players forward to receive that ball.
Yeah.
I did see a little something different there where our 2 back guys were inching their way up as the ball was being kicked.
First of all, not many kickers can kick the ball to the 5-yard line, right?
That's very true.
That's one. And secondly, most see that it's strategically better to kick a high one.
All right, first offensive play in about 3 weeks here, Scott.
And we got Webb with a handoff, good hole, and he picks up about 3-4 yards.
Aaron Duval on the carry.
Yeah. But he had a good hole on that right-hand side of the line.
Yeah, you can certainly see that from here.
One thing that Goffstown doesn't do a ton of, they don't put a lot of guys in motion, Joe. Another run, and he breaks a tackle, and he is really close to a first down. Good hard running by Goffstown, and that's going to move the chains.
That kid is very durable.
But on that one, that was a very tough downhill run by Duval, who went over the right side of the line, right behind Antonio and number 51. And we got a pass play here. Will he get protection over the middle to Strickland? What a nice grab by Peyton Strickland in Bedford territory at the 43-yard line.
That was all hands.
Yeah, Strickland went up, climbed the ladder to catch that one. You can see that replay. What a beautiful catch by Strickland. If you put it anywhere near that guy, he just has a knack for catching it. We've got a timeout on the field, so number 71's coming out. Number 63 for Goffstown, Matt Burke comes in. Not sure what happened with Danny LeClaire. Might have been an equipment type issue.
That was a very important first down.
Yeah, it was. So it's 2 first downs now. 1 on the ground, 1 passing. Handoff again. Big hole.
Look at
By
Aaron
Duval. He picks up 5 yards, and they are running over Antonio's side. So Antonio is getting a push, and I think it's Antonio and Halpern. They're running to that right side.
It's really important that we establish our running game to open us up for the passing game later. We got a referee.
Referee is telling number 6 he has to get out off the field. That was Colby Snow. Might have been like a substitution type issue.
An equipment. I heard him say, "I told you before the game."
Okay.
It might be an equipment thing.
Yeah, it's an equipment issue.
Now we got a referee timeout.
So the coaching staff is questioning why 6 can't go out in the field, and it's an equipment issue. Let's listen up. It's a knee. He's wearing something on his knee that has to be covered. And evidently he said something to him or some of the players.
You can see it from here, but
you can see it, but
it
a lot of players wear that. It gives them a little bit of support.
Yeah.
So he's either going to have to cover it up or take it off.
The referee told the coach, "Quit yelling at me, or you got to go."
Yeah. So we've got a 2nd down and 5.
That was odd.
It was odd. If anything, that favored Bedford. Duval slips a tackle, and he is down by number 25 for Bedford on the tackle. That would be Colin Chandonnet.
Aaron's looking good right now.
Yeah, he is. So that'll bring up a short 3rd down and 2, maybe 3. But this is also 4th down territories. You're not going to kick a 47-yard field goal. So let's see what they're going to do here.
That was a false start.
And
that was a false start.
We got a false start on Goffstown. That was a good-looking play.
Yeah.
That was Sasso, but that's going to come back. It's a 5-yard penalty. And we weren't set. You can hear that one of the coaches from Goffstown screaming. That's frustrating, because you're moving the ball really well, and you were in a short yardage situation, 3rd and 3. Now you've got almost a guaranteed 3rd down and 8 long ball. Number 75 is coming out of the game. That would be Ryan Allard. He's 6'2", 315. He's coming out. So they're looking for a pass rush right now, seems like. Watch for a blitz here if you're the Bedford Bulldogs. So Goffstown's got to worry about massive pass protection, but in this formation with trips to your lower part of your screen, you got Duval, that's it for pass protect. Let's see if they blitz. It's a screen.
Caden Perry.
And he gets tripped up shy of a 1st down, though. He's shy by about a yard. We've got another flag here.
Another flag, Scott.
That could be a hold. Snow with the tackle. And that looks like it's a hold on Goffstown, which is a shame because it was kind of away from the ball.
So we were plagued by penalties in the game versus Exeter too. So we got to clean that up. Let's see what he says here, Scott.
And now
no flag? No.
Well, either they picked it up. I don't know what they're doing.
Well,
so they're only a foot away, and I don't know if they picked up the flag. So if they have picked up the flag, it's like 4th down and like a half a yard.
Yeah.
Goffstown doesn't have the right personnel on the field. There's too many guys there's such confusion. How many guys do they have on the field? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Call a timeout if you're Goffstown.
Hammond's about to go
crazy
this is
over there. Crazy hectic for a 4th down and 1. And part of this, Joe, is the officiating. Because on that one, you threw the flag, you picked it up, no one knows what's going on.
Flags didn't reset.
Right.
And I got to tell you, we have the best chain gang over there in the state of New Hampshire. They got about 17 years experience. They're good friends. They eat barbecue together. They are fantastic. So for the down marker, Joey Cody, not to move, the ref did a bad job.
All right. So we got a 4th down and a yard. And
Hammer.
And I think you go over the right-hand side. I think you hand it off to Duval.
I think you go Wildcat.
You go Wildcat?
You saw it work versus Exeter.
Yeah, it's true.
Wildcat with a different quarterback.
Okay.
It's in the playbook.
Well, we'll soon find out. Hopefully, you folks are hearing us on the broadcast. No, we had some audio issues earlier. So, Joe, if you have some connections out there in Abu Dhabi or wherever, they can send us a text message to know how the audio is.
Yeah, my buddy Larry Poole in Abu Dhabi right now.
So we have got exactly what you're saying here. We've got Strickland in the Wildcat with number 35 for Goffstown.
Jacob Leidick.
Yep, Leidick is playing fullback.
Cody.
And Cody.
This again, why are we stopping the game?
Yeah,
we come out with a different formation.
And now all of a sudden,
the referees want to stop the game again.
Yeah.
Give them time to think about what we're doing.
But why didn't they do this before?
This is nuts.
Unless the coach just called for it, and now but they already said that it was like this. I don't get it. I don't. And you're right, that takes away a little bit of that's an advantage that Goffstown had.
Same thing.
But it's the same exact
thing.
So nothing changed. So for those of you watching, I want to let you know that our partners at Bedford Television, BCTV, are simulcasting this broadcast. So welcome we're giving the feed to Bedford. They've done the same thing for us. We've got great partnership with Bedford. So we've got Strickland in the Wildcat with Cody to his right, and he fakes it, goes up the middle, and he breaks free. And he picks up a massive 15 yards. He's down to the 17-yard line. Peyton Strickland.
That boy is hard to bring down, Scott.
He needs 3-4 guys to take him down. And I'll tell you what, this is a recipe for them. So Strickland now is the quarterback.
Do it again. Do it until it doesn't work, right? That's a good-looking boy.
In motion is Perry. Strickland again. He cuts it up the middle. Nice tackle, but after Strickland picks up about 5, and number 59 on the tackle for the Bedford Bulldogs, that would be George Tatakis.
Yeah, that was about 5, Scott. Good call.
So got a 2nd down and 5, but most importantly, Goffstown has chewed up 4 minutes on the clock, keeping the ball out of Joe Michael's hands, which is a good thing.
That's a good point.
So now Webb comes in as back a quarterback, 2nd down and 5 on the 13-yard line. We're in the first quarter with under 8 minutes to play. Webb in the pistol.
All right.
Handoff up the middle. He
Aaron
makes a cut.
Duval. Yeah, good
Goes
cut,
up
Aaron.
the middle, and he is close to another
Good
first down.
cut.
I think he's shy by about a half yard.
He cut and spin at the same time, Scott. Did you see that?
So it's 3rd down and 1.
Let me see. I want to watch the replay here.
And here's the replay. So you'll see he makes a jump cut.
Jump cut.
And then he spins and picks up another yard. So 3rd down and 1. See, I would put Strickland back in on this one.
I would.
But maybe they'll use it for 4th down if they need it. So Webb in the pistol again. Handoff. Up the middle. Breaks free. He is at the goal line, folks. At the goal line.
That's barely short.
I tell you, I am very impressed with Duval.
Looks good.
He's going right up the middle. He's making a couple of cuts here and there. And you'll see.
He's pretty agile.
Yeah,
man.
look at that.
Shifty.
And he's getting into the 2nd level for Bedford.
Hey,
and you got to give a lot of credit here to the Goffstown offensive line. Okay, so real great job by the Goffstown line.
You stole my thunder. We started the game talking about what kind of protection are we going to have, and look at us just marching down the field here. Our offensive line pushing, providing protection. Aaron making great cuts.
I think if we got a timeout here, this is all Wildcat once again. I mean,
Why
to
wouldn't
me,
it be? Why would it not?
And who called the timeout? Not sure who did.
I'm not. The ref again? The ref called timeout again?
Well, the athletic trainer is on, and I don't know if
did he get ran over?
There's 2 trainers that are on the field. I'm thinking that one of the referees might have gotten hurt on that. They're bringing him a water. So yeah. So this is an official's timeout.
Again,
not a call made by any of the.
Look at our crowd today. First home game this season.
Yeah, and this is the first time that we have had a pep band I know that sounds kind of crazy, but thanks to the music department at Goffstown High School, we have some music.
Scott, should we mention the New Hampshire Tackles Hunger Drive that's happening outside the gate
Yeah,
here?
so like most schools in New Hampshire, football teams have been participating in New Hampshire Tackles Hunger. And we've got a tent and table. So you bring a perishable, non-perishable, I should say, piece, whether it be a can of food, etc. So this is actually advantageous to both teams, where Bedford they might be a little spent, right?
Right.
Because Goffstown has had the ball for the entire, first quarter here. So let's see if they put Peyton Strickland in, and the
Josh
Wildcat.
is coming back out.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure. I guess you could make an argument. Hey,
let Aaron finish the deal.
Let Aaron do it. Let him get the touch.
Yeah.
But I'm different, and I'll tell you why I'm a little different, because things happen like motion, offsides and that type of thing. So I just want to take advantage of score right now. I don't want to wait till we get to the. See if they put somebody in motion, and it's a handoff, and he springs the tackle, and he is in.
Aaron Duval,
Aaron Duval, unbelievable. What a great drive by the Goffstown Grizzlies.
Look at him. He's so excited.
Well, he should be excited because he has had some unbelievable runs. He ran downhill, and I know that term is used quite a bit, but he didn't get tackled, Joe, on that on the first attempt to tackle.
Very elusive.
Right.
Very elusive.
So we got number 40 in for Goffstown. That would be
Grim Langholt. That's our foreign exchange student.
Okay.
I wonder if his parents are watching in Norway.
So that is our foreign exchange student from Norway. I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Okay. He coming up a little bit limp on that. Do you see that?
Well, I actually thought he was injured.
Well, he looks like he's hobbling.
Because, we had some other players practicing the PAT this week.
So a 1-yard touchdown run by Duval.
What a great drive.
Yeah, and that drive was, let's see, five minutes.
We got laundry on the field again, Scott.
Man, there's been a lot of flags.
Let's see what's going on here.
Probably after the kick.
Has to be.
Yeah.
They counted it.
Could be offsides on defense. Oh, gosh. Jimmy, what are we doing? Jimmy.
Jimmy John's. It's a sandwich, folks.
Yeah. Speaking of Jimmy John's, they don't have that many here, do they?
They don't.
But they're good.
They are good.
Yeah.
They don't. We could actually use a Jersey Mike's up here too, man. That's a good sandwich. Are they?
So we're hearing that it's coming, but
wow.
or you can just go to Buffalo Wild Wings. They're good, right?
Yeah, and they support our football program. So
there you go. Not as good as the pulled pork that I had today, I tell you. So my partner here, Joe, is quite the barbecue master, and he made 3 pork butts?
Yeah, about 30 pounds.
30
of pork
pounds,
butts.
and I'm not really ashamed to say this. So I had one sandwich, and it was like so good because I got like a lot of the bark, and then I'm like, I'm having another because I knew that if I waited until halftime, it's all going to be gone.
Well, thank you.
So I kind of was a little bit of a glutton there, but
thank you for contributing to the concession stand, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's all about supporting the football program, and my stomach certainly did.
I got 20 hours in that pork.
Yeah, well, thank you for doing it.
You're welcome. If we could sell some of Sherry Schaefer's cookies in the concession stand, we'd make millions.
Yeah. So let's see what the flag is. I have a gut feeling that it's going to push Goffstown back on the kickoff, because you can see that they're lining up on the 50, but.
So can our broadcast take the questions like they did last year?
I'm not really sure if there's comments.
I'm curious where our farthest viewer is from.
Yeah. So
maybe
if
they can send it in
maybe
or
Dave
not.
Steffen can let us know in our control room. So Goffstown will kick off at the 40. So Begidi is going to kick off. He's a first-year player for Goffstown. For those of you who don't know this story, Robbie Begidi is kind of an all-star basketball player, always wanted to play football, and he said, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. So Begidi will kick off.
And his mom was working the gate today.
And Bedford, it's an offsides. I mean, onside kick, I should say.
Wow. So, first of all, that was a good kick.
It was a good kick if it was onside, but an onside kick. I just don't know if it was one.
It was that was different.
Okay.
Let's see the replay here. Let's see.
I don't know.
That couldn't have been on trying to kick it down the field.
Yeah, it didn't appear to be. But now you're going to give Bedford a really short field here. You know, they're going to start at their own 45-yard line.
Let's see. Boy,
Joe
their line
Michael.
is big. Bedford has a big line.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they got two of their linemen are over 300 pounds. In motion's number 6, and it's a handoff up the middle. And a tackle by Osborne and number 7, Perry.
And Antonio
Campos.
And got a whole platoon in there.
Yeah.
Good.
Picks
Let's
up
keep that
about
up.
maybe 2 yards. But you got to worry about Joe Michael.
Yes.
Joe Michael is the best player on the Bedford team, in my opinion. His ability to stretch the play out. He's got the uncanny ability of scrambling and throwing a dart.
He looks really good. He puts a lot of work in, too.
And also look out for number 2 up top of your screen, Gradinskas. And it's a pass play over the middle, and that should have been.
That was a good catch.
But that could have been a penalty on Goffstown because there was a little bit of a push by Bobby Schaefer, in my opinion. I think he hit him a little bit before he touched it. But nonetheless, it'll be a 3rd down and a short 3 yards.
That was nice hands by that receiver on that play.
And that was just, it reminded me of like Patriots football. It's like just take advantage of the short stuff, dump it down low, look for a missed tackle. But with what you get with Joe Michael is that senior leadership. He's been the quarterback since he was a sophomore. We've got Gradinskas at the bottom of your screen. Look out for him. I think it's Begidi on him. That's a good matchup, dangerous matchup for Goffstown.
They're going to run here.
81. And Irwin and he gets stopped.
Nice.
So Irwin gets stopped by Caden Perry and
I think
number 7. Yep.
I think Peyton made the initial contact there. Let's see what
let's see what they do. They're bringing in their special teams. But you got to be careful because the kicker is Joe Michael, okay? The punter, I mean.
That's a good point.
So you have to be careful, and this is not a bad time to try to do a fake. So if anything, there's nobody back for Goffstown.
Yeah, so we're clearly aware of the same thing.
Well, number 9 for Goffstown, that would be Duval is going back, but you got to be careful here because Joe Michael can run the ball. Nice kick. And he didn't fair catch it.
He didn't fair catch that,
Holy
Scott.
Holy cow.
He just stood there.
But why wasn't the Bedford player should have been like all over him?
That was unbelievable.
Okay. We can't use bad words on TV, but man, he had
yes, of steel.
Yes, because that
I
was
wouldn't have
crazy.
done that.
I wouldn't have done that. So Goffstown will take over about their 17-yard line. Good job by the defense of Goffstown there. We're able to control the line of scrimmage, I thought.
That was really good. If we can capitalize on this possession again, that's going to put Bedford in a tight spot. Well, especially if we take as much time on this drive as we did on last drive.
Yeah, so you got a little under 4.5 minutes in the first. Webb under center. He throws the ball out to Strickland, but oh my God, I don't know what happened to that. He goes to the sideline, goes out of bounds after picking up a first down, but
something flew off of him, or the other guy.
I don't know. A piece of equipment came off of somebody. Peyton Strickland lowered his shoulder, and that was man versus boy. Wow. Oh,
that
my
pretty
goodness. Good. Strickland laid the lumber on that defender.
That's a lot of lumber.
Yeah.
Price of lumber is high these days, too.
Oh, yeah. But so let's see if they're going to go back to that running game.
Let's go, Aaron Duval.
And he picks up just a modest 2 yards on that one. He ran up the middle. That one was a little bit of a busted play. Capos was pulling, and a good job by Tatakis to get in on the tackle there.
So I was watching Josh Webb on that play, and I really think that was an RPO because he was looking down the field as he should on an RPO before he handed the ball off.
2nd down and 8. Webb and he's looking to pass.
Well, I don't know if we can call it an RPO.
Oh, boy, that's going to be intercepted. That was a horrible pass by Webb. I'm sorry, but horrible.
Well, and Jonah Lopez didn't even try to defend it anyway.
He didn't
just
even
watched
try to
it
go
go
after
over his
it,
head.
the ball was just overthrown. I mean, this just was not a well-thrown ball.
So, like we were just saying, we need to capitalize on this possession, do something productive.
So, good job by the Bedford Bulldogs with that INT.
Oh, missed the replay.
And that changes. That just changes the momentum for the Grizzlies, and in favor. If we get that replay again, Dave, if it's possible.
Might not be. Oh. Thanks, Dave.
And here we go. So he just throws the ball up, and let's see if Lopez even kind of. Lopez didn't have a chance on that.
Yeah, that's fair.
He didn't.
Sorry, Jonah.
So Joe Michael in the shotgun, hands up the middle, and Capos stretches out his big arm. Is that a fumble? Is that a fumble? Nope. Capos gobbled him up with one arm on that one. I don't know if we show the replay here, but look how with his right or left arm.
Oh, wow.
Left arm. He just puts his arm out.
That was a great play,
and that was it. Yeah. We've got a great vantage point. You know, Joe, I was saying this before. A lot of times we call games in other places, and we're really far away, almost need binoculars. But here in Goffstown, we're pretty much right on top of the field.
No, this is great. Yeah, Exeter, we were pretty standoffish from the game.
So a 2nd down and 8 at the 31-yard line. Michael on the pistol. Got to take advantage of his arm. And he's running up the middle. And
Antonio.
And there was another number 2 for Goffstown. That would be Ryan Cody.
Antonio's looking good.
Antonio is looking real good.
That's fantastic.
So, you see, if Antonio can take advantage and just dominate that line of scrimmage, then it opens up so much for Goffstown's other players.
You know, my parents are up from Atlanta right now watching this game, and I was talking to them about Antonio and about sometimes he doesn't know how big and strong he is.
And today he's kind of showing
He's looking good. Maybe
so
he knew I was talking about him.
Pistol, look for a pass play here. Let's see if Goffstown can get a rush. And they do that, and that's going to be a 1st down. See what I'm saying about Joe Michael?
That's exactly what you were talking about.
Joe Michael's got a great arm. And that was a catch by number 44, Cal McAuliffe, tackled by Duval.
That's exactly what we were talking about before the game, Scott. Look
at that.
And
he could have ran. He could have ran for it, right?
That's smart. Throw it. Let somebody else get hit.
But I tell you, this is good football. You know what I'm saying? That was just a great good defense.
Coverage wasn't bad. Aaron was right there.
So you got Colby Snow at the top of your screen. Look for him. He's a deep threat, number 2 at the bottom of your screen. And a great tackle by number 63 for Goffstown, Matt Burke. That's for a loss of 5 yards.
I think that's some blown coverage there.
Well, you don't really hear the name Matt Burke a whole lot. And
happy to say it, though.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
And that's a perfect tackle.
Wow. Matt Burke.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 15 with under a minute and a half to play in the first.
Larry Poole,
good
hope you like that.
execution by Goffstown's defense so far, but look for Bedford to open this thing up a little bit in the passing game because they've got the quarterback for it. And here comes your pass play again.
Screen. Pick it off.
Oh. That was a center type screen play to number 21, Owen Christopher, but he couldn't grab it, and that was dangerous.
I think Caden took a stinger on his hand too. That was off a helmet? No, off of hands.
Oh, number 62 kind of protected himself, and that's where he kind of gave Caden the business.
Yeah.
But just to try, I think not intentionally, trying to protect himself.
No.
So number 7 is Joe Michael. He got the play from the sideline, and I'm just surprised that Bedford has not tried to throw the ball more. I just am, because they've got great receivers.
Yeah, they're just setting us up for later. They're going to run.
So again, we got Snow to the top part of your screen. Look for 81 here.
Go, Peyton, go. Oh. Robbie.
Great defense by number 11.
Robbie
McGeady, who has never really played football. That was fantastic coverage.
His granddad's sitting down there in the corner right now.
Mr. Rand, I've known Mr. Bruce Rand for many years. I consider him a good friend. But it's one thing to pick up a sport, right? But that was as good as you can get.
I thought Strickland had him in the backfield.
Yeah. So we're going to see Michael on the punt here.
Yeah,
it's a 4th
Schaefer.
and 15.
Schaefer and Duval in the backfield. I told Bobby last time I saw him, I said, I just want you to pick it up and run it back. Get yourself a touchdown, young man.
Short kick. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, that's great kick by Joe Michael. That'll go out of bounds around the 18-yard line, I think.
We got one of our own, Ryan Cody.
That was a great kick.
He's a talented guy.
Oh, my goodness. Well, so far, it's with this
good looking hair, too. Look at him down here. Look at that fluffy hair drinking that water bottle.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jealous because I'm bald, so.
Well, you had hair one time, right?
Not much.
Never?
20-year military career.
Okay.
You know? So never a whole lot.
So we've got under a minute to play in the first quarter. Goffstown's played pretty well, but again, like I said, never count a Bedford team out under any circumstances. And again, it just takes one connection with Joe Michael and one of his 3 outstanding receivers, and we've got a tie game here.
Well, let's not give the ball away this time.
Yeah. So we got Duval in the backfield with Webb.
That's been working well.
And it's another handoff. And this way, but he doesn't pick up much.
No, that was a little shorter
there.
there.
Nothing on that one. And their success has been running it to the right side.
Behind
not
Antonio.
so much. Yep. But I think Antonio is getting a breather. So Antonio is not in. So you're seeing substitutions.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I'd like to see Goffstown try that Wildcat a few more times because
that looked good.
I don't think it's stoppable.
Who over there is going to stop that?
Yeah. Well, look at it right now. If you got single coverage right now, take advantage of this. Take advantage of this coverage right here.
Yeah, you said Andrew Grudinskas is a good player, so let's see. Oh, that was
another tough run. He picks up 5 yards, but
I think that gentleman picked up Aaron.
Yeah, but single coverage.
Yes, like prove me wrong, right?
Is like, you know, he's the guy that you can throw it up to that who'll catch it.
That's the end of the first quarter there, Scott. That was long.
It seemed like it was long.
That was long.
So after the end of the first, Goffstown leads 7-0 over the Bedford Bulldogs. And again, I can't say what a beautiful day it is here in Goffstown. It is so great to have football being played. I mean, COVID has been, you know, just a tough thing for so many of us. There's for the students, especially with quarantines and school getting canceled and all the great things that COVID has kind of diminished over the last 18 months. Having more normalcy like this with football is great.
Look at the student section over there.
Yeah,
when they showed up in force.
Zoom in on if Aiden can zoom in on the student section. Aiden can, I don't know if you can, Aiden, that's it.
Oh.
Just a great.
Aiden said I did.
He said I did.
Look at him. They look good.
We got a band, so we go over to the left a little bit.
Our pep band.
We got a pep band going, so.
My parents from Atlanta are over there. I know my sister's watching in Georgia also. Cousins in South Carolina.
Yeah, it's just been so far so good. Just there was a little bit of threat of rain, but as you can see, there's not really that many clouds in the sky here. So between football and pulled pork, I just don't know how it can get any better.
Right. Scott, that pork went on at 4:30 yesterday and came off at 9:30 this morning.
How do you top that though? Like next home game would be brisket?
Oh boy, that'd be a lot of brisket. Pork is way less expensive than brisket.
All right, so Goffstown's looking at a short 3rd and 3. Let's see what they do here. It's going to be a pass play. Oh, that's a flag. Definitely a flag. So number 81 with the push on Duval. So that'll be interference, and that'll be an automatic first down. So
good.
That'll be a 5-yard.
I missed the push.
Yeah, he pushed him.
Oh, yeah.
So that was
good heads-up play to pick the ball up and keep going, too.
Yeah.
Not sure I liked that call there, though, Scott.
I don't really like the call either, but you can talk to Nick Moquin.
No, I'm no football coach or anything.
So what do we got now?
Fourth down. So no flag?
So this is the craziest thing that I've seen. Now it's no flag, even though that it looked like it was a push.
Oh, Peyton's a punter now. Man of many skills.
If it was a defensive penalty, which is what I thought it was, evidently it was a penalty on the offense.
I've never seen him punt. Actually, that's untrue. His cousin or cousin uncle or whatever, Lake Fennell down in South Carolina, gave him a punting challenge when we were down for the Shane Beamer camp. Look at that!
A spiral one.
Look at that punt. Thank you, Lake.
That's a block in the back, too. And 23 pushed him in the back. I thought we had a replay on that one, but
that was a good punt.
It was a great punt, spiral punt. But let's look at this. A spiral punt by, let's see
Fennell
here.
Kicking Academy.
And yeah, no, he didn't. He really didn't.
Okay.
I don't want to be too unfair to Dominic Tagliaferra because he didn't do anything wrong there.
Sorry, I typically don't get excited about punts, but I've never seen Peyton do it in a game.
So the ball is on the Bedford 39-yard line. They'll take over with kind of at the beginning here of this second.
So
Scott, Goffstown wasn't able to execute.
Several possessions.
Yeah. Joe Michael in the pistol once again. Look for this offense. A pitch.
Oh, he looked like he wanted to pull up and throw that.
And that's nothing. So it looked like it was Leidick and Cody on the tackles there. Picks up about 3 on that play. That was a pitch. But what I saw there, which was nice, was that it was good lateral speed by the Goffstown defense, which they didn't really show too much of in the Exeter game. They were able to stretch that play out.
I don't know if we didn't show it or they were just that much faster than us.
Exeter was very fast.
Man, they were fast.
They were really fast.
Aiden could barely keep up with them in the camera.
So number 2, Grodinskas at the top of your screen. Look out for him.
Single coverage.
Single coverage, no safety help there. And it's a running play. Big hole, and he gets a first down.
Seth Osborne on the tackle. That was a big hole.
Number 6, Colby Snow, what a tough run. Nice job there picking up a first down for the Bulldogs. And that was really one of their best runs of the game over the right side. And Osborne with the tackle. It's kind of a hot day.
Yeah, we got Danny Leclerc just ran out.
Probably 75 degrees, a little bit of humidity. So you're going to see players coming in and out. In motion's number 6.
Uh-oh.
And it's a pass play. Put your hands up.
Come on, Robbie.
Robbie Bagiti! Holy cow,
Robbie Bagiti! You're kidding me.
Robbie Bagiti, who's never played football.
Hey, I love talking about that kid.
Unbelievable.
What a story.
This is quite the story. I mean, like I said, Bagiti has never played football.
I hope his mom and dad are smiling right now. I know they're here. Okay. We needed it.
And I'll tell you, that was not a really badly thrown ball. It's a 50-50 type of ball.
No, Robbie got it when he got it.
Bagiti just had better position. And what I've been so impressed with Bagiti is that it's kind of like the technique and the position, which is you don't get that with somebody who's never played. Webb with the throw. Peyton Strickland, he breaks free. Look at that speed. He's not going to get caught. He is not going to get caught.
Look at my dude
for a touchdown.
Look at my dude. He ran off and left them.
Strickland left them in the dust. He showed his speed.
Wow. Did you see him turn on that after jet?
That was unbelievable. He caught it, broke a tackle, and then say goodnight, Gracie. He went right to the end zone.
I mean, I live with this guy, and I actually thought he was getting caught, right? And then he hit another gear.
Look at that.
Look,
missed tackle.
See ya.
And then, sorry,
sorry, Gronkowski. Look at him turn it on right there.
Yeah, and he is outrunning cornerbacks, okay? He's a tight end.
Hey, there's Grimm with an extra point. I hope his mom's watching in Norway. That was unbelievable.
Strickland, that was what, about a 52-yard touchdown.
He caught the Yeah.
Right around there. And that was a really good play action.
And, I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I mean, that ball should have, I thought a tackle was going to be made.
Yeah.
The guy was in position. The poor fella just got ran over.
Great play action pass there.
Scott, is 14-0.
I'll tell you, Goffstown and Strickland, has that playmaker, but Bedford also has that in Joe Michael and in Grudinskas and in some others. So I think you got to watch out for Parker, Henderson. These are the guys that can put 7 points up in a bat of an eye.
So, Bedford doesn't like Peyton Strickland, right? His only game last year, he had 10 receptions, 143 yards, and the game-winning touchdown. So they're eyeing him, spying him.
But on that particular play, it was single coverage on him, so there was no other help.
And Scott, I got to mention that's Peyton's first touchdown since that opening Bedford game last year.
All right, so that's a biggie for him, coming back from that shoulder injury. So was it Pagidi kicking off?
Pagidi's doing everything.
It's another weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it, Scott.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Flag.
So,
because it went out of bounds.
So they get it at the 40, or they can. Yeah. So that's probably what will happen there. But so you got to have somebody else maybe kick off. That's not really wise.
Are we doing that because our kicker's hurt? I don't like that.
But there's got to be somebody else who can kick it
Michael
further.
Can throw the ball that far. Probably on his back.
So
leg.
Goffstown leads 14-0 here early in the second quarter. 10 minutes, 19 seconds to go. And so far it's been Goffstown who's played very well. I think what we're not giving enough credit to is the lines.
Yes.
The Goffstown offensive and defensive lines have been doing a nice job. And obviously the secondary at Goffstown has been able to hold Michael in check. So that's going to be a handoff up the middle. And he breaks one tackle and then gets corralled after a pickup about 5 yards.
That was Caden Perry and Will Sasso.
Yep, that was Christopher on the carry. Nice run by him.
That was a great run.
He, again, much like Andrew Duval, he kind of put his head down and picked up 6. In my opinion, I think Bedford needs to do more of that. Just keep running.
It's hard, though. When you got such a weapon like Joe Michael. What was that kid's name last year? Their receiver, Solomon Lopez.
I'm not sure what is, but you're right. He was
probably missing him quite a bit.
Yeah. Handoff again. Big hole, and that'll be a first down and then some. That's Christopher again. So again, if I'm Bedford, I'm running the ball because you got to try to tire out the Goffstown defense a little bit. And actually, you got to keep your defense off the field.
He looked quicker on that play than I've seen him look all day. So he got to the corner and he turned it up.
Yeah, and that's number 21, Owen Christopher.
I'm just shocked that Bedford's running it this much. Although they're doing it clearly pretty good on this drive, right?
Yeah, and they're really running. Now Capos is back in, kind of at the nose tackle position.
Yeah, we need to get some penetration there.
So
just a pass all day, watch.
Is that snow in motion?
I'm a liar.
Don't know what happened.
Probably another referee timeout. False start.
False start on Bedford. So it looks like the tight end might have moved.
Push him back. I didn't see much.
And that'll push him back 5 yards.
Good.
And just when Bedford's kind of get some momentum, penalties hurt teams. Unfortunately, you saw that a little bit for Goffstown earlier on, and now with Bedford, there, great momentum. Christopher has just put his head down and done an awesome job, and also credit the Bedford offensive line for a good push.
That's some big boys over there too, man. They are far larger than our line on average.
I just don't think you're going to stop, Michael's arm.
Well,
and
that's behind the line. Get the ball. Pick up the ball. That was behind the line of scrimmage.
But it was a forward throw, so it's not so much behind the line of scrimmage. It has to be a forward pass, and that one was.
I'm sorry if I just yelled in people's
it's
ear.
okay. So that was a great pass rush. I wasn't sure who was in on that one. Let's see.
There's 3 of them.
There was 3 players. It's almost like they were going to try to run a screenplay, and Goffstown, I guess, either sniffed it out too quickly, but.
How is it still second down? Did I miss a play?
No, because there was a penalty. It was 1st and 10, then it was a penalty, and then. So Bedford's mixing it up here.
All right.
And that's Joe Michael up the middle. He breaks a tackle and gets taken down by number
Perry.
7. That was a 7-on-7 Perry versus Michael. But Michael picks up most of the yardage that he had lost. He picks up 10 yards on that run.
Yeah, well, you were talking about how good he is on his feet earlier in the game, so he just proved that. All right. This is where we need a big defensive stand. Although, 8 minutes to go.
They're going to go for it because of where they're at in the field.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So you'd almost need 2 stops, but Michael in the pistol. Handoff, number 21. He's got over the edge, and he picks up a first down, no problem. And that was Owen Christopher again, who has been a beast on this drive.
Whoa.
So we've got a 1st and 10, and Bedford will take over here. So they're on the 41-yard line of the Grizzlies. Great drive. This is the best drive for the Bedford Bulldogs so far in the game, and they've done it all with their legs. It's Christopher, number 21. Here comes a pass play. Look and see what Michael can do.
Oh
my goodness!
Robbie Baghetti!
Robbie Baghetti!
Robbie Baghetti!
Oh my goodness! Robbie Baghetti,
You've
that's an
literally
unbelievable play.
You've got to be kidding me.
This is an unbelievable play. You got to see this, folks. He times the hit perfectly. The ball is bobbled, and Baghetti picks it up right out of the air and intercepts it. That's his 2nd interception.
Let's see this.
This is unbelievable play.
That was a good throw by Joe Michael, by the way.
But Baghetti times it. Oh, we can't.
That's my arm.
Oh, is that your arm?
No, that was not my arm.
No,
I'm not holding anything.
We got to move that camera. You're killing us. So we've got a huddle camera up here as well, folks. So we're sorry, Robbie, on that one.
Oh, no. Robbie Baghetti. I like calling kids names. Look, now he's in there at running back.
So now Baghetti's,
Come on, Scott.
Oh, my goodness.
He's kicking off. He's intercepting. He's a running back. What else do we want?
With the handoff, and he gets taken down by number, can't tell, 77 was that?
Freaking Baghetti.
Magnus Steele. That's a great name.
I think I should give him a pork sandwich at halftime.
You might, but I tell you, I always like when we call a name and you're like, wow, that's a great name. Magnus Steele. I mean, like, you can't get better than that.
Yeah.
That's a tough name.
That's a tough name.
Yeah.
I'm Joe. It's pretty simple. I'm changing my name to Magnus.
Another handoff to Baghetti, but he gets gobbled up.
Boy, he sure did.
Fast.
He sure did.
So now that brings up a 3rd down and 5. And
Scott, we've had the ball a lot.
We have, and I'll tell you, though, that
we've had a lot of possessions.
So Strickland will come in now.
No, Webb's still back there. Strickland's just coming down to the slot here.
He's coming down to the slot, but it's another one of these situations where you can throw the ball, put it up like about 10 feet, let Strickland come down with it.
Nobody's there.
That was a blown offensive play there because I think Perry was supposed to, that was almost like a pick play.
Yeah.
And
I see Strickland and Perry talking about that.
Yeah, they're talking because somebody didn't run the right route.
Again, we were just talking about a bunch of possessions, and we're giving the ball back.
Yeah. Strickland will go back to punt.
This is crazy. I've never seen him punt.
Why don't he should just run it, fake it.
Well, you see he's hard to bring down. Oh, he should have kept that. Okay,
not bad. It'll be 32-yard line. Got a little lucky there.
When that ball hit the ground, he should have kept it.
Well.
He should have kept it. He would have got.
It's only a 50-50 shot of someone being able to take him out and take him down. So they got a flag on the play, though. So we'll see what we got. There's Laundry at the 40-yard line.
I didn't even see that.
It'll be very interesting if it's against Bedford because it's about 6 yards.
Let's see what's going on here.
They're going to make him re-kick it. So it's a...
What was the call, though? Re-kick, man. I mean, I think Strickland did a good job scooping that ball up and getting it down the field. They should be...
I don't know if I would have them re-kick
I don't either. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. So
you know,
I'm not.
this refereeing crew has been a little confusing today.
No, right. That's the good word. I'm not saying good or bad. It's just been confusing. Yeah.
I was trying not to say good or bad either. All right.
So now Strickland will be in punting formation, and that was a low snap before. Good snap this time, and a good kick by Strickland. Good job.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Ryan Cody on the takedown.
Cody, but you know something? That was a great cutback, but Ryan Cody was not going to have it.
Ryan's fast, and he's strong.
So, if anything, smart move by Bedford because they picked up probably about 5 or 6 yards on that. They had a ball in on the 33. They got it now at the 40-ish.
I hate when I say things like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And then it turns out like the opposite. Like, okay, you did the right thing. My parents have been wearing sweatshirts all week.
Really? Well,
I'm like, man, it's 70 degrees.
This is about it. This is like summer for us here, right? So LeClaire, Capos, Burke, Strickland on the line.
Got Will Sasso down here closest to us. Uh-oh.
Snow in motion, and that's
another laundry.
Boy. You don't want, if you're a Bedford head coach, you don't want to see this. It's like you're putting yourselves in really difficult positions.
Yeah, that hurts.
It does hurt.
So 6 minutes to go in the
second
quarter.
And you know what? It's one thing if you're in the first game of the season. You're in the fourth game. If Goffstown was doing it, you might be like, hey, we haven't had real game action, but this is your fourth game. You shouldn't have too much of that.
Quit stealing the things that I was going to say. I was going to say that.
You were?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Joe.
No, you did better. You sounded better than I would. Just got to be quick, Aiden. I got to beat him on the draw.
Yeah, so Hunter Ducharme, he's your center for the Bedford Bulldogs. Joe Michael in the pistol. And it's going to be handoff up the middle, cuts it outside, and nothing.
Oh, look at Ryan Cody going crazy. Oh,
another flag.
No.
So what's that going to be?
Because Ryan Cody pushed down on him.
That's called tackling.
I know.
I mean, I
guarantee that's what it is.
But that's ridiculous.
So this referee is, remember
that's ridiculous.
At the beginning of the game, he's like, I told you.
If that's the case, that would be ridiculous.
Watch. Here it is right here. Watch the replay, Scott. He's down. He's down.
No, it's against Bedford.
Oh.
No, because that would have been ridiculous, Joe. I mean, so Capos comes out, number 35. Is that Leidick?
Where's Ryan Cody's? Yeah, Jacob Leidick.
Yeah.
Ryan Cody's coming alive here. That's two good
Ryan
tackles.
Cody is one of the toughest guys on the team, in my opinion.
I agree.
That's a personal foul.
What was it?
Holy cow.
Have you seen a ref make like a call yet that we can make any determination on, like hand and arm signal? Or I haven't seen it.
I just don't know what that was, you know.
Well, that's why
I wish I did.
So it's second and
it was during the play. It wasn't like it was like like after the whistle blew. I just don't know what it was. 2nd and 30.
Scott, if we're talking to anybody after the game, we got to talk to Robbie.
And here comes center screen.
There you go, Seth. Bring him down, Seth.
Unbelievable job by Seth Osborne. Now what do you got?
What is
come
that?
On. What do you have here? I don't get it.
Oh, my gosh. That's why this first half feels like it's been like 6 months.
I've never seen so much laundry. It's like a Tide commercial.
That was against us.
I know. Now they're gonna call like personal foul on us. It's like on what? I like to see the replay.
Is that a makeup call?
I'm gonna look. Hold on.
That's just a tackle.
That's a tackle.
That's all that is.
Oh, they're gonna say he's targeting his head, number 7. That's what they're gonna say.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
He's protecting himself. It's a horrible call.
That was weak.
And that's going to be an automatic first down.
That's weak.
Or no? So it's not an automatic.
If that is what we saw on the replay, Scott.
I'm just saying, he didn't. It's not like he targeted his head.
Yeah.
The player's coming at him with his helmet.
I don't think Nick Hammond liked that a whole lot.
It's a horrible call. And as a matter of fact, I can't even say it was great calls against Bedford either, for that matter.
Yeah, fair.
Because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they still got some work to do
here. Now he got a 2nd down and 7. That's a big turnaround. That was a 23-yard play. Deep ball. Turn around, Begidi.
That's a great catch.
So there you go. You win some, you lose some. If you're Robbie Begidi on that play, he got beaten.
I want whoever's watching this, watch the receiver make an over-the-shoulder adjustment on this ball.
Look at Joe Michael's beautiful throw.
Watch the receiver here.
Yep.
That's just hard to do.
Yep. And you got to keep in mind, like, our cornerbacks, they're on an island out there. There's no safety help because you really can't have safety help.
You know, and I don't know if Bedford knows this is Robbie Begidi's first year playing, and he got 2 interceptions today, and they're still throwing at him.
Yeah. Well, it's a tough position to play. There's no doubt about it. Michael again.
They're about to turn Michael loose.
And the good thing about that's a number 2 with the catch, Andrew Grudinskas. The Goffstown team is tackling exceptionally well today.
Yeah, we're
talking about, you know, Cody is tackling well. Seth Osborne is tackling really well.
And that's one of the things we were not doing well versus Exeter. So I guess we've got coached up in our time off.
I agree. So if you're Coach Hammond, you've got to be pleased with Goffstown's tackling ability.
Yeah.
There really hasn't been any, you know, missed tackles.
Yeah.
So Joe Michael again in the pistol. 81 was in motion. Fake handoff. That's a busted play.
That's Antonio.
Capos!
Antonio Capos came through there like a refrigerator with arms. Did you see that?
I did. This is a highlight reel for him today.
And I saw Antonio flying.
Hey, I'll tell you something.
Watch.
Yeah, you'll see him fly through the line.
I think I saw him in the air flying.
Yeah.
Look. Ooh, poor Joe.
Know. For those of you who haven't seen Antonio, those coaches of Division I, you might want to take a look at some game film today because you'll be getting a stud. Under 4 minutes to play. 14-0 Goffstown Grizzlies, but Bedford threatens here. They're deep in Goffstown's end at the 16-yard line on a 3rd and 2.
Joe Michael's going, I don't know if I want to keep that again.
Well, Joe Michael is going to be going for it if they don't get it here. There's no doubt. And it's a handoff. Number 6 to Snow, and he's going to get it.
That was Sasso with an ankle grab.
I think he's going to get that one.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that was Sasso.
And that is a first down on the 15-yard line, roughly. Good drive by the Bedford Bulldogs here.
Wow.
Really, it was that one massive play by Michael, and I don't even know who made that catch.
Number 6, Colby Snow.
That was
I
Colby
believe that.
Snow. Okay, so great grab there, and that's really set the whole thing up. So now,
then we've exchanged some penalties.
Yep. So now we're in
back and forth.
We're in the red zone here, around 3 minutes to play.
This is where you don't want to see Joe Michael roll out.
Correct. So Snow and Begidi again at the bottom of your screen. And what do we got here?
What is that? Timeout?
Timeout.
Oh yeah, that's timeout. You said number 81, Parker
Henrishon. He is a great player. He hasn't touched the ball.
We haven't heard his name at all.
We haven't called his name, which is surprising because he had a phenomenal game against Portsmouth.
So this is what the situation. You're right. We got 3 minutes to go before halftime. We got to stop Bedford from scoring here because they get the ball in the second half,
Correct.
right?
Exactly.
So we don't want to end up, you know,
yeah,
14-14.
Well, and I think, listen, this is another, heavyweight battle as far as I'm concerned. Both of these schools, I don't care what sport it is. Basketball, same thing.
Is Bedford undefeated right now?
No, Bedford has one loss. I think they've lost to Winnicunnet, but Winnicunnet probably could be one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah.
So to me, it's Winnicunnet and Exeter, maybe Londonderry. Those are your teams right now that are really strong.
Where I'm just seeing who we have out on defense. Okay. So I could smell our concession stand from here, Scott.
Yeah, the matchup that I love here. So look at 81. This is a different formation, so you got to watch out for it. Watch this little pick play here, 81 and 6, which means Begidi's have to pick him up.
That's all right.
It's a run.
Oh,
and there's nothing.
Good gang tackle there.
I'll tell you, with all the beef that Bedford has up on their offensive line.
You could hear that.
Antonio, again, I think he has like 10 tackles.
It was Antonio. Right? There was Cody.
Yeah.
There were like 4 people at the point of attack there.
Clock still going here, 2nd and 9. Now, Bedford is in field goal position. I don't know if they'll go for a field goal, but Michael can kick like up to 40 yards. So
up to 40 yards?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
That's
40-yard
impressive
field
for a
goal.
high
It
school
is.
player.
He can do it all. So again, we've got Snow and Begidi on the bottom part of your screen, and then up top is number 2,
Andrew
Grudzinskis. Watch out for him as well. 81 is your tight end, and that's number 21.
Oh,
and another
good tackle.
That was Capos again.
Hey, look at Antonio getting
Unbelievable.
pumped up, Scott. Look at him getting pumped up.
And you don't see that
He does
from
not
him.
do that.
He does not
He doesn't do
that.
it.
He doesn't.
Oh, my gosh. I hope there's a scout here watching
I
or
have
something.
been seeing that young man play football for 3 years. I have never seen Antonio get emotional like this.
I have. Our sophomore year, he got emotional like that. I asked his dad. I was like, what'd you feed him before the game?
No, he is like he has a level of intensity that I have not seen him have.
That was fantastic. I don't know what's going on down there.
So
Man,
minute
that's great.
40 seconds left. Really, Antonio and that whole defensive line has played very, very well. Look for a pick play here, 81 and 6. Like
You've called that 3 times in a row, Scott.
Because that's who he likes to go to. In the end zone, turn around.
That's out.
That's out of bounds.
Out of the back. Out of the back.
So
Hey,
it's
don't
a
hit my
4th
truck.
and 10. I think you got to go for your field. You got to get some points, but you're getting the ball in the second half.
What do you think they're going to do here, Scott?
Well, I think you kick it because it'll be a 31-yard field goal. So I think you would kick it.
You can't tell either because Joe Michael's the kicker, but he's coming back out. Okay, we got a little personnel exchange going on over there as well.
Now, if you're Goffstown, if you need to, you just call a timeout. So there you go, call a timeout. No big deal. They'll call a timeout.
I think one of the coaches, our coaches over here with us, agree with you. Did you hear him?
What?
He said, call a timeout. Let's block it.
No, because you don't want a penalty in a way. You know, this is not like so mission critical.
Dang.
Did I tell you? He
missed it.
He missed it.
Hey,
but he's got the leg,
Jesus.
man.
Oh, I shouldn't say that. Sorry.
It's okay.
That was a long. I didn't know that. Okay. Hey, so do we try to score again with a minute 19? Come on, Scott.
No, you don't. You run the ball. You take.
What? Come on, Scott.
Come on. I'm a New York Giants, old-time New York Giants fan. You just run the ball.
Hey, do you know? I have a good friend named Corey Miller.
Corey Miller.
New York Giant.
Right, yeah.
Played with Lawrence
Yes, I'm
Taylor,
very
Phil
familiar.
Sims.
He's a linebacker.
He's a mentor to Peyton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a
Did not
South
know
Carolina alumni. So you say go Giants. Corey's probably watching.
All right. Well, go Giants then.
I say
I
spread.
grew up in the New York metro area, so and I hate to say it, but the Jets are painful to watch lately. Oh my goodness.
They could probably beat my Falcons right now, though.
Oh. Peyton Strickland in the Wildcat. This would be interesting.
Oh, he's upset about something too.
I'll tell you one thing. You know who needs a break during halftime is the officials. They got to get their act together.
They need to
my
reset.
goodness.
Like what? Like
They're not. It's an official. If officials are doing a good job, and I'm not saying they're making good or bad calls, but the cadence of the game is like choppy, and it's because of the officials.
Do you think Peyton keeps this or throws this?
I think he keeps it.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
Keeps it.
I don't know. We got coach
First
coming
of all,
up here to watch.
hopefully he's prepared to run 75 yards.
He can. Oh, he ran into
He
Antonio.
ran into his own guy. The only person who can take down Strickland is Capos. Tackled by Capos. That's what happened.
I would fall down if I ran into Capos.
It's like hitting a refrigerator. Let's see. I think he really did run into the back of him.
He did. Watch. Boom. Oh. I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
To who? Duval?
Caden Perry.
Oh.
Jonah Lopez.
Holy cow. What an arm.
Oh! Look at it! Look at him, Scott!
Oh, my goodness! Caden Strickland throws a 50-yard pass to Jonah Lopez.
Hey, people are sleeping on Peyton Strickland. He's been a quarterback his whole life.
Holy cow.
If Jonah was faster, that was 6.
So now what? Does he stay in at QB?
That was 6. Oh, we got a replay.
I don't know, man.
Look, here we go. I told
Play
you.
action, but that ball was like, that was a bullet. And a great job by Lopez, by the way. I mean,
you know, that might be the best catch I've ever seen Jonah Lopez make.
Jonah Lopez, I mean, he climbed the ladder for that one.
Because if the ball doesn't hit him in the hands, he's not
So Webb
catching.
is now back in the game.
Yeah, now you want to throw it to Peyton.
And he's got the protection.
Oh, man, there's 4 people there.
He's in there for a touchdown. Peyton Strickland grabs it. Unbelievable play.
Can you stop that guy?
This is a highlight reel for Peyton Strickland. He throws a 50-yard pass.
I didn't think
and
that
then
was getting
Webb,
caught.
all Webb has to do
Look at the
here.
coverage. Watch the coverage. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, what do you...
Unreal. Unreal. Goffstown with a 20-0 lead in the first half.
I think I
This
just
is a
yelled at the
stunner.
TV again, Scott.
No, this is a stunner. I'm sorry, but I didn't think this was going to happen. And number 40 is your kicker for the Grizzlies.
That's Grim from Norway.
From Norway. He's a foreign exchange student.
Foreign exchange student.
And all of a sudden said, I'd like to play
Do
football.
you think he's ever played football in his life?
No.
He's played football.
Football.
Not football.
Right.
Not American football.
Soccer. But quite the shocker here at Goffstown High School. I got to tell you, you know, all Webb really has to do is throw the ball 10 feet high, and Strickland will bring it down.
I didn't think he was going to catch that. I mean, there were just 5, 6 jerseys there.
It's
again, he got like 11-inch hands. He's going to catch the ball. Look, I'm getting the replay again. It's hard not to watch that.
You know what though?
Look at him.
A good job there by Webb too. I mean, he's putting it where only Strickland can catch it.
Scott, how many times do you see a 50-yard pass at quarterback followed up by a 30-yard reception for a touchdown by the same guy?
You don't. You just don't see it. And here comes the extra point.
Oh.
And that's good.
Look at him.
He's a good kicker.
He's a good kicker.
He's a real good kicker.
Scott, we have 29 seconds to go before halftime.
So Strickland, that was what, a 30-yard grab?
At least. Was that 30? Probably.
That was about a 30. Yes, it was on the 31-yard line is where he was. So.
Is he over 100 yards at halftime, Scott?
Well, I think he might be because he had a 52-yard touchdown and a 30-yard. So
several more.
He's close to it. We don't keep stats, and unfortunately, we don't have a stat department.
Yeah. Aiden, you should do that for us. You're not busy.
You got to get one of these, you got to get like an AP Calc kid or AP Stats kid to do your statistics.
Toby Halpern wants to do that as a career.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, too bad he's too busy on the line.
I know. He's busy.
And I tell you, you mentioned Toby Halpern. I mean, the offensive line for Goffstown is giving Webb the time to throw the ball and also giving the opportunities for Duval to make some great runs. And the defense, really, I think, would you have ever thought that you would have held Bedford scoreless in the first half with Joe Michael at QB?
No.
I wouldn't.
No. Credit to the coaches. Credit to the scheme. Credit to the beautiful weather. Credit to Pulled Pork.
Yeah, well, it's still got a half to go, but So now you've a different kicker, right?
Yeah, that's all that.
So now you have number 40, Grim Langholt. He's going to kick it off, and let's see what he does. You don't want any organized return, though. And that's a good kick.
Yeah. Look, he looks hurt, and that's not – oh, Lord. Somebody got to tackle him. Okay. Caden. Thank you, Caden, for being fast.
So let's see, what do you think Bedford's going to do here?
Take a knee.
Do you just take a knee?
I would.
Do you take a knee with 22 seconds left?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they will. I really don't.
Can you believe Robbie Bagidi has 2 interceptions?
Yeah, but I don't think you take a knee, not with Joe Michaels as your – I think you just throw some deep balls and hope for a pass interference. Although, again, there is no – it's not a spot foul in high school. Got a crowd here.
Oh, man. What a great first half.
Joe, I got to be completely honest with you, and I'll eat crow on this one. I didn't think that this would even be remotely like this.
All right. Let's eat crow at the end of the fourth quarter.
I would agree. So let's see what Bedford's going to do here. If they just take it, if Zach Matthews is conservative, just, hey, I'm just going to run it. He's going to pass it. And he goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
17 seconds left.
Reception by Andrew Grudinskas.
And Grudinskas.
Joe Michael looks comfortable doing that.
He does.
It doesn't look panicked.
No, Joe Michael's strength is his ability to roll, and he just threw like a 20-yard play right there.
I mean, he was running at us on that play, Scott, and I was watching his eyes. Like, they're not big and white. I mean, he just...
You need to kind of defend the sidelines here a little bit because...
How many timeouts does Bedford have?
You've got, 17 seconds regardless is only 3 plays. So you just don't want them to get into the end zone, so you want to be a little bit careful.
You can't give him that much time.
Oh,
oh, gosh.
He almost caught it.
Wow. And I think Sasso actually picked that. I think he picked that ball up late, too. I think that was slightly out of bounds.
But it was, but that was too close for comfort, in my opinion, and they gave him way too much time to throw.
Whoever's watching our broadcast probably heard me, like, take a big, deep breath when he let that ball go.
You might have to do, Aiden, the lean and to get around.
Here, out goes 71.
So you got to look for Grudinskas. Hopefully I pronounce Grudinskas. Grudinskas. I apologize so much. Look for him up top. So roll out. Strickland is way out of position there.
Okay, good. Good.
They did a good job with Strickland on that one because he was looking to bull rush.
Yeah.
And Begidi with good coverage. That ball was that was not really catchable. So this will be the last play. And here it's just no defensive penalty and keep the ball out of the end zone. That's all you have to do.
Don't let it get over your head.
Yeah.
We took a timeout?
Yeah, it's a reason why you take it, because why? You don't get like a cheeseburger if you keep extra ones. That's one. Second of all, these are high school players, right? And you want to say to them, it's 5 seconds, this is the last play. No penalties, and keep the ball out of the end zone. That's it.
Speaking of cheeseburger, I got to give credit to our concession stand and all the volunteers down there working, first home game.
If we can get a crowd shot, too, right now, I think you want to see. This is a big crowd here for Goffstown.
A lot of stress involved in your first home game for the Booster Club, and they've just done a fantastic job.
Take a look at the smoke coming out of the concession stand, the burgers.
We got Big Mike over there on the grill. Big Mike Charest.
Is he the master? He's the grill master?
No, I am.
You're the grill master. What's his title today?
It is Grill Master, I believe.
Oh,
his apron says it.
His apron. Well,
because Faith had it made for him.
Just because an apron says it doesn't mean that it is.
I don't even own an apron.
You don't?
No.
All right. So again, look what they're doing. This is smart. Okay.
Yeah. Prevent defense.
Prevent defense. Yeah. And you got guys on the field like a number 7 and 5 and 10.
In his face, though. Let's put pressure on him. Still want to pressure him.
That's a hold. That's a hold on Capos, but
let's get another interception, Begidi.
Did he? Did he?
No, that was not Begidi.
That's number 9.
Aaron Duval. I saw the sleeves. I thought it was.
That'll do it. So, folks, we're gonna go to halftime. We got to get some water in us. I'm thirsty as all get go. So we're gonna get a water, and we're gonna come back for your second half action with Goffstown leading 21-0.
This is exciting.
And we're back for second half action, folks. Goffstown leads 21-0 against the Bedford Bulldogs. And Joe, kind of a surprising first half, I have to be honest.
I just walked over to the concession stand. You know, all the parents are sitting over there, and they're looking at me, and they're like, oh, my gosh, we didn't expect this. It's like everyone is shocked.
Well, I think –
Not because our team's not good.
No, I think there's a lot. I think, myself included, have been involved, broadcasting for several years. And I just thought that, when you have such a tough game, a tough loss against an Exeter team, and then you have two games that get forfeited or canceled, whatever you want. So, and then you play a tough team like Bedford, you think that it's going to be not like that. And then, especially when you look like a player like Joe Michael, who is one of the premier quarterbacks, in the state. And he showed that on a couple of his throws. There's no doubt about it. But
here come the Grizzlies back on the field after halftime, Scott. They have to be pumped up.
Yeah, so I think really right here, a lot is going to be said about this game and about the Bedford team based upon this drive. So Bedford's going to get the ball in the second half. They deferred. And they're going to get the kickoff. And it really is incumbent upon them. They've got to put more points on the board. And they don't have to score super fast, but they just have to put some points on the board.
I just thought of this. I was reading Roger Brown's New Hampshire football report.
Yeah, 22-21, right?
22-21,
yeah.
right? And his note was, Goffstown hadn't played in a long time.
Yeah. So
I hope that's not the case.
For those of you who are just joining us, this game is also being simulcast on BCTV in Bedford, so check them out there. They're our partners over in Bulldog Nation. And then also on radio at WBNH Bedford Radio at 105.1. So I want to give a shout out to our partners in Bedford. And it's a rivalry with Bedford, but it's really not, in the sense that Bedford has just been great partners to our programs, our athletic programs. We had a bad field conditions last year. Bedford allowed us to play on their on their field. We've shared different things with them over the years, so we do appreciate that partnership.
Got a couple notes from is that YouTube they come in on. Some lady named Cindy Gaines said, "Great play, go Grizz, wonderful." And then another play, she says, same woman, Cindy Gaines, Oscar Delp ain't got nothing on Strickland. Now, a little background. Cindy Gaines is my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Oscar Delp is a tight end being recruited by South Carolina, as well as Peyton, right?
Okay.
So shout out to Mom. Thanks for watching down in Georgia. And you're right. Oscar Delp ain't got nothing on that. Notice we say ain't got, Scott.
Yeah.
We're from Georgia. Ain't got.
I speak partial Southern.
Yeah. When?
Yeah.
When? Like Southern New York?
Bless your heart, Joe.
Bless your heart.
I drink sweet tea. I got it, man.
You've eaten barbecue today?
I did. I had 2 of them. All right, so number 40 is Grim Langholt, a senior from, I'm not sure what city or town in Norway, but he's an exchange student. And he just said, hey, I want to try American football.
Good on him, right? Show up, like, yeah, that looks cool. Let me do that.
Yeah, well, you know what? This will be an experience that he'll remember for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, and here comes the second half action. Kickoff to about the 25-yard line. And they got a nice bit of...
That looked like a block in the back. Peyton, kill him.
And there you go. And a tackle. Number 21, though. Good return by Owen Christopher. And he's done a lot so far in this game.
He was very patient in that.
Yep, Owen Christopher has ran the ball real well. Colby Snow.
All right, so this is where we're going to see what Bedford, they come out and try to establish.
Right.
Obviously, their locker room was probably not super happy over halftime.
Yeah, I mean, they had some unfortunate turnovers. Baghetti has 2 picks. They had, I don't count that last one almost because he was just trying to make a play. And got to run up the middle, and that's not going to get a whole lot.
Don't throw him forward. What? Don't throw him forward.
Yeah. So Caden Perry on the tackle, but he picks up 5 yards, and you're right.
Caden threw him 3 yards.
Threw him 2 yards. So now we got another number 12, Cam Hyzak. He's playing a safety position.
No, we talked a lot in the first half about Antonio Capos and him looking like a whole different man today.
Totally different player.
Let's see what he does here.
And Burke, too. I mean, like, that's going to be a run by 23. Cuts through the middle, but he gets gobbled up by 2 Grizzlies,
Aaron
number
Duval.
5 and number 9. So Osborne, it's like the law firm of Osborne and Perry have done a good job. Dominic Tagliaferro.
Hey, that was good. Tagliaferro.
Yeah. Got it.
Number 23 for the Bedford on that carry.
Yeah. So, you know, there are big plays and there are big plays. This is a big play for Bedford. They need a first down here. They really don't want to take the chance of having to punt here. They need to get some momentum in this game. Look for a pass play. Look for Joe Michael to roll out on this.
Probably in our direction.
Yep. And the tight end maybe. No, another run. And he gets a first down. And then some. That was like the first missed tackle that I've seen on Goffstown that really meant something. And that's a big run for number 32, Irwin.
I was trying to see who on the tackle for us.
But that is a first down that Bedford desperately needed. You know,
I didn't think they were going to pick it up with a run.
Football this is a game about possessions. And in most high school football games, you'll get the ball 10, 11 times.
Correct.
And you got to figure that Bedford might get this ball 5 or 6 times, which means that they've got to put a touchdown on the board half of their possessions, barring like a pick 6 or something, you know, from Goffstown.
Yeah, I'm just calling for Bagidi to get another
Here comes a pass play action.
Oh, he's open.
Wide.
He's wide.
Open is number 6, Colby Snow. That was a blown coverage by Goffstown.
That was a great throw by Joe Michael, too.
Totally led him, but that is a beautifully executed play by the Bulldogs.
Who was that?
You look at this on the replay. Look, he threw it right on the rope, right to him, right in stride. What a beautiful throw by Joe Michael. And we've got an injured Grizzly.
Yeah, I was trying to get his number.
Is that Duval?
I certainly
Caden
hope
Perry.
not.
You know, it's kind of hot on the field, folks. You know, it's 75 degrees, but for football weather, that's hot. And you're seeing a lot of subs coming in and out. But so the ball is on the 16-yard line. And, again, even if you're the Grizzlies, you know, they haven't really chewed up a whole lot of clock here to get down this close. But you just don't want
you can't let it be this easy.
You can't let it be easy, right. And that's a pitch play to number 21. And 2 guys are down. That's going to be tough. What a tackle by number 9.
Aaron Duval.
Aaron Duval got knocked down to the ground, quickly got up. Watch this replay, guys.
That was a fantastic play by him.
You got to watch this. So Duval gets knocked down to the ground. He was like collateral damage on a block. And then he somehow, like, makes that tackle. He saved a touchdown.
Yeah, Aaron's had a great game so far.
So Bedford has used up about 3 minutes here in the third. They've got a short second and 3. Yep, on the 10-yard line. And watch for this rollout play. Run. And he breaks. See, they keep doing that where, like, they tackle him, but he's going to get a first down on this one, I think, simply because they knocked him first down, you know?
So I don't.
That was 32 Irwin. Watch this one where they stop him, right? They grab around the legs.
Watch the finish here.
That was Kate. Is that Peyton Strickland?
Yeah.
Just came in and leveled him.
Yeah. He's like, you hauled him, I'll take him down.
That's a first and goal. See, but I like to, when you do that, come in and try to strip at the same time. If
I
you've
know.
got a clean shot like that.
I agree.
So we've got a first and goal on the 7-yard line for the Bulldogs. They're looking good here.
Oh,
that's a blown
play.
And number 63, again. Burke, one more time.
63, Burke.
It's Matt Burke. You know, it's so wonderful calling his name.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Because you just don't hear it a lot. And to have him have a big game against Bedford.
Matt Burke, now that's his second big tackle for a big loss.
Yeah,
so
he's getting after it.
That's an 8-yard loss. And again,
that was a busted play.
It was a busted.
Joe Michael turned around and there was nobody there.
Well, that's their second or third busted play. And you can see, Coach Matthews has his arms up in the air saying, what is going on, guys? So Michael in the pistol, he's got number 21. That would be Christopher behind him. In motion is 81, Heinrichen. Watch for him on this play to the end zone.
That was a good fake. Come on. Come on.
Good catch.
That hit the ball.
That's a good catch.
They hit the ground.
Yep.
They hit the ground.
He caught it.
Are you sure?
He caught it.
I want to look for that on the replay.
He did. He caught it. I thought he caught it.
That looked like grass to me.
I think he caught it.
I've been known to be wrong.
I bet you a pulled pork sandwich on this one. Oh. Okay, we got to get him. Listen, he's got to go.
He ruined it for us.
No, seriously.
We had a bet going.
Move the thing back or something. I'm serious.
We had a bet.
He's got to move the camera. You're killing us. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're killing us on these, Zach. Yeah. It's your arm that's in the way, unfortunately. So it's
3rd and 11. So it was an incomplete.
3rd and 11.
It was an incomplete pass.
Goffson's got to get a pass
good pump
rush.
fake.
He's wide open, though.
Yeah, he is.
Touchdown. That is a
good
touchdown.
Throw.
Great throw.
Good throw, Joe Michael.
So Joe Michael with a rocket into the corner of the end zone, and his player was wide open, his receiver.
Yeah, Robbie got his hip
coverage.
turned in the wrong direction there.
So you win some, you lose some. Baghetti got turned around there, and he maybe thought there was going to be some safety help. There wasn't, and Michael just had to throw it.
Well, Robbie's had obviously an incredible first half, 2 interceptions. But we said it, right? He's a first-year player.
First-year
right?
player.
I mean, such a learning curve. And like you said, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. He just got turned around.
So great throw by Joe Michael. And help me on who. Look at him, man.
Golly. Hey, I'm not going down there to get that. Joe Michael's trying to kick it to the softball field.
I'll tell you something. I think you got to give a lot of credit to the Bulldogs there because their backs are up against the wall, down 21-0.
Well, look at the sideline.
They need a score. Now at least now they know they got to stop Goffstown's offense.
There's no panic
and
here.
There is no panic. And you look, but then you have a 1st and goal at the 7. You give up 8 yards on a blown play, right? And then you're able to, on a 3rd down and goal, get a touchdown.
Well, I guess you could consider yourself fortunate to only be down 21-0 with all the turnovers that happened in the first half.
True, but I would agree. But
you doubled our Goffstown Grizzlies' possessions.
So this game, as we said, and we knew this would be the case. I mean, this is a game that's far from over. Now the job for Bedford is to get a stop on D, and if you're Goffstown, you got to get some first downs.
Run the Wildcat.
And try to put some points on the board again.
Run the Wildcat.
Now, again, we're going to see the same thing. You got Lopez out, deep, but they're going to kick the ball to Schaefer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or they're going to kick it in between Schaefer.
Seth Osborne. Good cutback, Seth. Okay. That initial cut was very good.
I almost think that this is me. We've seen so many darn games. I have one guy back on the 10-yard line, everybody else on the 20 and or closer, because the reason why that kickoff works so well is that they only have 8 guys, 7 blocking.
That's true. Dare you to kick it over my head.
I dare you to kick it over my – and you'll have one guy back.
Yeah.
So in the worst-case scenario, he's got to chase it because it's a live ball.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how the Grizzlies respond. Bedford has barked. Let's see if the Grizzlies can roar. That sounds so bad.
So Goffstown with 2 receivers at the top of your screen. It's a handoff, big hole.
Ooh.
And that
was a pretty good pop there.
That is about a 3-yard gain. The hole was there, but just didn't get a ton of yardage on that particular one. Probably picked up a long 3, maybe 4 yards.
You can see the fight in Aaron Duval.
Yeah.
Like his legs do not stop moving.
See, that's the key to any running back, and you had that last year with Picard, is that he doesn't go down on the first hit, and Duval has done the same thing today. He's been very tough. Another handoff.
No.
But no way on this one.
No. No.
See, that almost looked like.
That was almost predictable.
And they got a flag here, so now we have an unsportsmanlike.
On who?
We're going to get an unsportsmanlike. We're going to get something. A dead ball foul somehow, some way. Coach is talking to 77, so it could be on him.
I heard one of our coaches over here say somebody hit Danny in the head. Oh, good call.
Yeah. So it's a dead ball foul. Let's see.
I'm not used to having the replays in my one game experience here. You know, we didn't go live the first game, so this is pretty cool to be able to see that back.
So what happened again? I need a little bit of help here. It's third offsetting penalties.
Oh.
So it's a 3rd down and 7.
Apparently we're out there wrestling, Scott.
All right.
What? Looks a little confused.
Everyone
What's going on
confused
here? Let's get a play called. Here we go.
You got to watch out for this umpire. See, that's 10 seconds.
Here we go.
You got to have to snap the ball soon. You're going to get an off. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's not a good.
Yeah.
That's just not a good throw.
Well, and it's also not great play calling. So this is exactly what you don't want if you're the Goffstown Grizzlies. It's called a shift in.
Let's do the sideline over here.
It's a shift in momentum, and you know this. I mean, football is definitely a game of momentum.
They're getting excited.
Yeah.
And
all it takes is a team has to know that they've got a chance, right?
Absolutely.
So when you're down 21-0, it's like the coach tells you one drive at a time.
Yep.
And then as soon as you score the next one, you're like, hey, we're only one touchdown away.
Yeah.
That's not a good kick.
That's straight up in the air.
So Begidi will pick it up at the 45-yard line. So things are not going well for the Grizzlies in the second half as we've got 5 minutes and 41 seconds. They let Bedford drive into their territory with about a 4-minute drive. A little bit of a blown coverage on that touchdown. You know, the big thing for the Grizzlies is that, you know, they've got to now have some stout defense.
I think the worst thing we could do right now is stop doing what we did in the first half.
It's you can see, though, that the momentum and the energy level is very much pumped up on the Bedford sideline and not so much on the Goffstown sideline. Michaels with 2 backs, and it's a run play.
Let's go.
And
all
quickly gets wrapped up, and a tackle by number 56, Adam Leideck. That's a loss of 3 yards. Nice job stretching that play out on the defense.
Yeah, we had 2 people in the backfield there.
Yeah, so Bedford likes to run to the sidelines, to the edge. They also like a pitch play, but Goffstown's speed to the sideline has been pretty good today. And they've had a difficult time running it up the middle because of K-Post.
Yeah, Antonio.
Yeah.
Danny LeClaire getting some good playing time today, too. Number 71 for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
So, again, with Goffstown, you got to play a little wide to a certain degree.
Wow, look at that gap.
To protect that edge. And Michael's going to throw the ball, and that's a screen. Nice cutback. And he picks up about 8 yards on that one. That'll be now a 3rd down and 5. I'm going to say this is, again, another one of these super important stops if you're Goffstown. And for Bedford, you get a 1st down here, you're capturing that momentum.
Did you see how Bedford ran that screenplay, though? Right? Ours doesn't necessarily look that way.
Yeah. I've always said a screenplay, well, ours on that play looked really ugly. Yeah. So a big 3rd and 7, and more than likely this will be a pass play. So look for, you got number 2, Andrew Gradinskas. He's on the lower part of your screen with Begidi. Look for that rollout.
Yeah, here it goes.
Here's your rollout. He's going to go deep. You got to get him. He drops it. Oh, man.
Yes.
He had a 1st down there. Number 21, just Owen Christopher, just could not hold on to it, and that's a momentum shift.
Do they go for it? Do they go for it, Scott?
I don't think so. They're bringing in their special teams, and not on a 7.
So who we got back? Schaefer and Duval.
See, I don't. I mean, I think you do have to be careful here because Joe Michael can run the ball. And now granted, you got Caden Perry with good speed, but
I want to get Bobby Schaefer a touchdown.
We don't have enough players on the field, guys. There's not enough guys on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
Call a timeout.
Oh, my gosh.
There's like 8 guys on the field.
10. Coach Hammond's going crazy over there.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
even I can count. I mean, yeah, he should be angry. I mean, that's inexcusable. You might need that timeout at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they should be talking to each other, too. Right, I mean the players.
Yeah.
I get it. They go to their spot. They line up. I know who's right beside me on either shoulder. But these 2 backs that are back here. Look at that. They should be counting people in front of them. You do that in Pee Wee ball.
Yes, but also keep in mind that you've got a coaching staff of 9 guys on that sideline, and they're special. You have to know who's going in and out.
Yeah, that's true.
And
let's count them.
And here's the other thing too. When it's 3rd down and 7, right? You're telling your special teams guys, get ready, guys. Okay, so
now you've given Bedford time to think about things also.
Right.
I think that's a false start against Bedford.
I don't know if it's a Bedford coach who's screaming or
no, that's one of ours.
One of our guys.
Number 6, Colby Snow. Yeah, I think that was one of our coaches over there. Okay. He gave us a play, so thank you.
He did, yeah. So
thank you. Keep yelling.
Well, you know what it
You're
is
helpful.
We're up here in the booth.
The adjacent booth.
And we're only able to see so much, right? And also, if you're a coach, you're looking at entirely different things.
Yeah, I'm looking at the concession stand.
So Joe Michael is your punter.
Well, that was a slow snap.
Soft
Did you
snap,
see that?
And he gets a decent, not
gosh.
Great.
Look at the hang time.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
Boy.
Oh, man.
Well, that's just rude.
That's 15 yards, too.
Who does that?
That's 15 yards. So, not good.
I mean, Aaron Duval was clearly signaling fair catch, and he gets speared on the play.
Yeah. Let's see this replay.
That was a fantastic punt, too.
Yeah.
Watch. Fair catch, fair catch, fair catch. Boom!
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, keep in mind, he didn't do a fair catch on the other one. Maybe he thought he didn't. That should be a 15-yarder.
Wow.
That's a personal foul.
I can't believe
So that should be at about the 45. I'm sorry. Was that the 20? So it'll be about the 35-yard line.
You know what? From a football player perspective, when you're signaling fair catch, you don't expect to get drilled.
Yeah.
Right? I hope Aaron's okay over there. Yeah, you see,
that's get it around the 45-yard line. 43. 40. So this is where the Goffstown Grizzlies really need to get some first downs.
Yeah.
It's 4 minutes left in the game. If you can put up points here, you're really making a statement.
Yeah. Again, don't go away from what you were doing. They got you 21 points in the first half. That's Will Sasso on the catch. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Will Sasso fumbled the ball.
And he had a first down, and he gave it up.
I was about to compliment Will Sasso in the catching the ball, and then he catches the ball, but he gets kind of relaxed with it while he's trying to maneuver through traffic.
He had a first down, and then, what are they doing? How are you going to, right, it's a 2nd down and 2. So Will Sasso, they're lucky on that.
You got to carry that ball tight to your body. It was a good catch.
Yeah.
Good catch, but you got to, yards after catch, you got to secure the football, Scott.
So now you have some options here to run the ball.
Ooh, Aaron.
Oh, no.
Ooh, Aaron. Look at that,
Oh,
Scott.
my goodness. Aaron Duval made something out of nothing. I thought he was going to take a 5-yard loss.
You can't count Aaron Duval out. He had one hand on the ground. He was about to fall.
Respectfully, you look at this replay, you're like, okay, Bedford strung this play out. Look at this. Number 80's got him.
He's
got it again.
I'll tackle you.
And then he spins around.
How's he even get out of that?
I don't know how he gets out of that mess.
Well, thankfully he did.
And now the clock starts running again. But again, the clock is your friend.
Well, that's why they're going to run the ball, Scott.
Correct. The clock is your friend, but Strickland's offsides. Strickland is offsides. All right.
No, he got back.
Yep.
Look at Aaron run the ball, man.
All right. 7-yard run for Aaron Duval up the middle.
Scott, could you run the football like that after you got speared on a?
I could because I'm a special person. No, I couldn't. I can't even run like a half a mile probably.
That's the same guy that just got speared on the punt.
Although I was successful in my run to the concession stand for those 2 pulled pork sandwiches.
Yeah, a couple waters.
And I didn't put sauce on your pulled pork, by the way. It was so delicious.
Thank you. You don't need it if it's done right.
I think it's an insult to do that.
I agree.
Another handoff to Duval. He's going to take the edge.
Come on,
Breaks
Aaron.
some cackle.
Look at Aaron
And
Duval,
he
man.
goes to the 22-yard line, and the clock keeps ticking. It'll start to go again when they move the chains.
Aaron's having a great game.
Aaron is having an excellent game. Really, really good game. The ball is now on the 22-yard line of the Bedford Bulldogs with 2 minutes to play roughly in the third. And like I said, this is a game of possessions, right?
Yeah.
So, Goffstown, if they're able to put some points on the board here, Bedford, they might not get 3 possessions. So it's a throw over the middle, and he drops it. So that was Lopez
way
had
behind
it.
him.
But
the ball was behind him. It was behind him and low.
And then we got a flag on the play. That might be a hold.
That was near.
Depending upon where it's at.
That was near where the ball went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 23 seconds, but we could have ran off the clock there before we snapped the ball.
It's on Goffstown.
Is it?
Yep. So you're absolutely right. You got to play smart here if you're the Grizzlies.
That ball wasn't even close. I'm sorry.
The clock is your friend, and that's kind of a quarterback who hasn't been playing a whole lot, So you got to know the circumstances.
Was that a personal foul?
I don't know. It's a hold it's a hold from the spot.
A hold from the spot.
See, this puts you now in a real tough position. It doesn't give you again. You have the ability to run the ball, but.
Hey, I'll throw a jump ball to number 80.
Well, and when you look at, Strickland has a good probably 8 inches on any of those 2 cornerbacks. So you're not far-fetched in what you're saying.
Let's go. Oh, another flag, Scott. Who is that caught that? Was that Jonah?
Yeah, it's Lopez.
Was that Jonah?
I don't know what the flag was. It's a hold on Goffstown. That's what we're hearing.
Good job, Jonah Lopez on the catch.
We're going backwards on the penalties. Number 7 is hurt.
Looks like Caden Perry's
cramping up. Yeah.
Hopefully Jonah, I'm watching the replay here, Scott. That's a big effort play by Jonah Lopez.
I agree, and unfortunately, though, it's going to be not all for naught. So trainer's coming out to deal with Perry,
to be the end of September in New Hampshire, it's warm. It's warm.
So looks like it's going to be a hold against Goffstown. That'll put them at a first and could be 30.
Oh, my gosh. Do we put Strickland in back at quarterback to drop another 50-yard dime on somebody?
Well, what it appears Goffstown is what it appears Goffstown is doing is they're not throwing to Strickland. It looks like they're trying to key on these on him.
Well, that worked just now. We just had the penalty. Lopez made the catch, got yards after the catch. We just got to clean up the yellow flags.
And I don't even know what that one was. One of the coaches up here was saying that it was an illegal man downfield, but I don't know.
Schaefer came in for Caden Perry. First and 25, Scott.
Yeah, well.
What play do you have in your bag for that?
I'd say I got to get the ball to Strickland, but.
That's Robbie. Bagidi at running back. Looks like, 3-4 yards, Scott?
Yeah, so, again, you got to see how much time, Goffstown's looking to drag this clock out, and I get that, but you also have to make an attempt here
to
score.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I think you do want to here. You got to try to do something.
I definitely wouldn't go in clock preservation mode when we're not even in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree.
That's Aaron Duval on the
and he gets spun around.
Yeah.
He'd only got maybe 3-4 yards. So now that'll bring up
third and
well,
forever.
Good news is that Perry is back in the game.
Sasso's coming in.
So I'm trying to think, what is it, like a 40-second clock? Because I don't think that they have enough time to go to the fourth quarter.
Well, they don't look like they're in a hurry to get a play called either, though. So, hey, that was the pep band over there, Scott. Did you hear that?
Oh, do they want to take a penalty or something, or what are they going to do? I mean, quite honestly, like, who cares if that's the case, right?
They're not even trying to get a play off.
Oh, so they're not going to take.
Yeah, they're
so
just
going
going
to
run it out.
Yep.
All right, fourth quarter. Hold your hands up. Put a 4 in the air. It's fourth quarter, folks.
So I'll tell you, the penalties have just killed Goffstown right now. I mean, so nice job for them getting to get down there. But, man, I mean, you got to go for the win, meaning that you score, you will win this game. If you put a touchdown up and it's 28-7 in the fourth quarter.
With 12 minutes to go?
With 12 minutes to go, it's almost impossible. So, especially if your ground game is working, which Goffstown's is. So, I really think that.
So Aaron Duvall's got like 90% of the carries, and Bagiti's got a couple here and there.
Right, but you gotta save. Dude, they're going both ways, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be sensitive to that. You don't want to be tired in the fourth quarter, and it's hot out. So, in my humble opinion, the ball is on the 31-yard line. So this will be 2-down type territory, right? So this is not an impossibility. And you know as well as I do that, someone like Strickland does, like a seam route, 15 yards, catches it up in the air. He can take a guy another 5. So I think.
So do you think Goffstown plays a conservative call here and
I don't.
happy to give the ball back?
I don't, and I'm telling you why I don't, is that as long as you don't give up a pick 6 here, a pick 6 will kill you. Don't get me wrong. But the opportunity, you're on the 31-yard line, right? And I think you got to try to do something.
I think so too. And I think we should. Some coaches just getting it's 3rd and 27, so we're not going to get it.
Yeah, but the difference is that you have to look at where you are on the field, right?
That ain't going to do it.
But that's okay. But now what I'm trying to say, it'll go down to like 11 minutes and 10 seconds, right? And now it's at 4th and 10. So now if you are
Webb's still in the game.
But what I'm saying is the ball's on the 22. Now I probably run the ball. I know that sounds kind of crazy.
Nothing sounds crazy coming from you, Scott.
I run the ball because it kills another. Oh, actually no, because I wouldn't throw the ball because it'll be a.
Oh my gosh, go! Oh, good cut by Aaron Duval. That was a great cut. I don't know if he got enough for the first down.
Shy.
Oh,
he's shy.
There's a
flag. There's a flag.
What a cut by Aaron Duval.
There's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's against Goffstown maybe. Somebody's hurt on the deck.
Okay, that's not the play. I'm watching the replay here.
Yeah.
That's not the play I thought they would go with.
Yeah.
And Aaron Duval, made a fantastic cut.
Capo's just friggin' leveled the player.
Capo's been on fire today.
But I want to know, what's this?
Who is that?
What's this penalty? There's been so much laundry on the field today. Is it Jonah Lopez or I don't know. But it's Duval. Oh, boy. So Duval is on the ground. I don't know. That flag was thrown right around the area of where Capos, he blocked a guy. That was a good play. Just threw him to the ground but that should not have been a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
See, look over here in the replay, okay? Yeah. So look how he does a kick out, right here. See?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good play. So I don't know where the laundry comes from.
Well, our quarterback's leaving the field. So
Looks
what
like
was the flag?
They might have picked it up.
So they're talking Antonio, though.
Yeah.
Antonio didn't do anything
He didn't do
there.
anything wrong.
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. He just manhandled that poor young fellow that crossed his path.
So, again, not horrific if you're Goffstown. You wanted to put points on the board. You came a little bit short, but now Bedford has to go 87 yards.
Yeah, I hate to see that with Aaron Duvall over there.
And he's not putting any weight on it.
No.
And he is one of your better tacklers, not to mention your best running back. Yeah.
Plug that, Caden Perry. Good job.
Yeah, Caden Perry and number 56, Adam Leidick. Leidick has had a nice game himself.
He has.
See, and that's another thing, too, is that if you're Goffstown, again, you don't want to give up big plays because, I mean, I'm not saying you'd be content with a 5 or 6 yard drive of Bedford scoring a touchdown, but at least it gets it down, that cuts into some of the clock.
Well, Bedford's not going to be shy about going for big plays.
Especially with Duval out of the game. So now you have Sasso playing safety.
Here's
Michael,
here's that
81. You got to watch out for him.
Oh, 44.
And a nice play by number 44. That was Cal McAuliffe, tight end. And he picked up like a good 20 yards on that. That was a beautiful design play.
Joe Michael looks so good rolling out.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. Goffstown really hasn't had a pass rush on him for the most part.
Well, we talked about that early, right?
Yeah.
If you can pressure Joe Michael, he is not as effective. And that sounds like, yeah, of course.
Right.
But, but it's true.
Most quarterbacks aren't as effective when they're being chased. So you got Bagidi in single coverage on number 2, Andrew Grodzinskis, and it's another run.
Get up there.
That's
Bobby
a good
Schaefer.
tackle. Schaefer.
That was Bobby Schaefer on the tackle.
Schaefer and Cam Hyzak.
Was that Cam Hyzak in the game?
Yeah, number 12, right?
Yeah, good for him.
But that's another play where you miss a tackle and you're in big trouble. And,
yeah.
Goffstown has had very few missed tackles. We're under 10 minutes to play here. And Bedford at some point is going to have to speed things up a little bit.
Yeah, look, still no panic over here.
I know.
From their sideline. It's like they're just calm. They're cool. I hope they're so cool that the time runs out on them, though.
Well.
Yeah.
And was that a false start? Encroachment on defense.
I think it was 5-4.
That's on Goffstown, number 54, we think.
Yeah, I think so. I saw him bouncing around a bit.
So that sucks because, sorry to say that. But if you're Goffstown, because now you've got a second and 7, whereas before you had second and like 11. But so ball is on the 37-yard line of the of the Bulldogs. 6 is in motion. Takes the handoff. It's gonna be a pass.
Oh, watch him do it again.
No.
Oh, wow.
Bagidi got burned on that one.
Hey, who's 2 is Andrew
Grodzinskis. I am so sorry to have butchered his name.
He goes for those crazy over the shoulder. I'm looking backwards.
All right, so
that was a wild play by Bedford.
People always make fun as they say, "Oh, this is the play of the game." Well, this is like the 4th big play of the game. It is 3rd and 7 on the Bulldogs 37 with 9 minutes to play. The Bulldogs are down by 2 touchdowns.
I'm going to say it next time. The next play is the play of the game.
There's always key plays of the game. This is one of them. So who will make it? Look for 81, who has done not much, and he's one of their guys.
Yes.
And look.
Good catch.
What a catch.
That was a good catch.
And 81 with the catch, and he got stuck by Sasso, but I don't know who took the worst of that one.
Yeah, I think Sasso got his bell
on I talked about him, Parker Henrichen, and that's a first down, and the clock should start. 1st and 10 for the Bedford Bulldogs.
We had Joe Michael in the backfield on that play.
You did, but
he
he's
just
so
stepped
good.
up into it.
He's a good quarterback. And another play action. He steps up again.
Oh, wow.
81.
That was a tip, Scott.
Yeah. So again, that will be Parker Henrichen. Second big grab. So it's
wow.
2 big first downs by the Bedford Bulldogs, and you can see their sideline getting pumped. Michael came close again to getting sacked on that one, but he was able to step up, as you can see.
Yeah, Peyton Strickland was in the backfield again, and he kind of dove at Michael.
Yeah.
And Michael was able to get that ball off. That's 2 good plays in a row.
Goffstown's got to be a little concerned because, Duval has been their primary threat, and they're chewing up time on the running game. They really have to get a defensive stop here.
Yeah, and Robbie Beghidi's our backup running back, right? Pick it off.
And it's intercepted. Hold on to it, and he does.
Adam Leidick with the interception. A pick. Adam Leidick. Boy, we've called that name. Me and Scott just gave a high five in there.
So Leidick with an interception, a costly turnover for the Bedford Bulldogs, and you'll see that it's a tip play. So the receiver couldn't hold on to it, and unfortunately for the Bulldogs.
Does Joe Michael have 4 interceptions today?
Yes, he does.
Just a couple weeks ago.
One cheapie.
Yeah, one cheapie.
I call that. But and you know something? That's a cheapie too, because his receiver was off his hands. I mean, that's not a quarterback interception. I don't think so. And honestly,
it goes on his stat line,
I get it, but you know what? I'm going to defend Michael on this one. The Beghidi play was
that was a good interception.
That was a great interception. So now you're going to have
Beghidi in the backfield.
You're going to have Robbie Beghidi as your running back with Duval injured.
Josh Webb's not a running threat, so missing a lot of experience back there.
And Beghidi gets taken down by number 72, Big Jacob Ben, 5'10", and Irwin. So we're under 8 minutes to play here.
Yeah, I mean, play football. Keep playing football.
You're playing football, but you got to keep in mind that every running play chews up 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to also be smart. Okay?
I think I would put Peyton back there. Let him run it again.
I think you're right, and I would start to think about Wildcat.
Who's back there as running back? That's Aaron Duval back in the game. Wow. He snuck in there, Scott. He snuck in there. I didn't even see that happen.
So now, if you're the Goffstown coaching staff, and I know this, you hate when you get to this point of the game, you're strategizing. You're saying to yourself, what's better, 40 seconds or trying to get a first down on a 3rd and 9?
A first down.
Yeah.
Because then you can get other 40 seconds.
Yeah, I hear you. But you got to. Here's where I say no. Is your worst enemy is a pick 6. So that's where I say no. So I'm a little bit more conservative here, and I'm like, hand it off again.
Yeah, I'm just not that conservative.
Yeah, I am. And luckily, so's Goffstown.
He picked up 5 or 6 there.
Yeah. Because now, by the time you punt, it'll be under 6 minutes.
We got a Bedford player down right now.
So we're going to call officials timeout here. Hopefully this player's okay.
That's their
snow.
Yeah.
A lot of players are cramping up today, and it's hot, guys. It's got to be at least 75 degrees.
Yeah, so it just I can't believe how warm it is, considering it was rainy and it was cold, not cold, but chilly all week, and then 50% chance of rain for most of the week, and now look, here we are.
Yeah, I mean,
and the sun is coming in our direction. We're getting
I'm trying
down.
I'm trying to hydrate here.
I'm going to hydrate after the game. All right.
So, what do you think? You think the pulled pork sold out? Did you get any messages yet?
I haven't looked at my phone that much.
Okay. Not that I'm looking for a third, but I might be.
I don't know. I actually didn't even check on it at halftime.
Gotta get the band playing a little bit here, don't you?
Yeah, I thought a pep band was intended to pep you up.
No, I haven't heard the band in the second half that much. Have you?
No.
Was it me or?
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's clap it up for Mr. Snow there.
Yeah. Oh, man. Poor kid.
He's having a good game, too.
He has. And, there's one thing about when I call these games that I never, ever, ever want to see a player hurt.
Oh, man.
And you know, especially when they have to get helped off the field type stuff. So,
yeah. You know, I hate seeing it.
Yeah.
And, you know, we lived it last year.
I know. Because you have personal experience. You know, these players, they train all year long for this. And it's so important to them. So, yeah, it's always tough. So, when play resumes, right now there's 6 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. It's an official's timeout. There's still, when Goffstown actually will punt the ball, it'll be under 6 minutes when they do that. So, and when we talk about strategy, when we talked about, hey, why did Goffstown run the ball again with Duval? It's because you have a relatively inexperienced quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So, and your worst enemy is a pick six.
No, I agree. You know, I'm just keep your foot on the gas kind of guy.
Yeah,
that's just me.
But it's high school, and in high school, you gotta be a little conservative. And the same thing, even on these plays, man, you're better off. You know, don't get an established run back on this thing, on this punt return.
All right, we got to hope Peyton Strickland's punt does not go straight up in the air this time and kind of
well,
goes down the field a bit.
It's not like he's a practice punter, right?
So, what are we waiting on?
Well, you want to wait because you don't want to. Why do you want to kick the ball? You're just going to wait. You know, if anything, you're going to wait till that judge, he puts his hand up.
Yeah, that's
right
good
there.
call,
See
Scott.
right there?
Yeah.
That's 10 seconds.
Here we go. That was a good call, Scott.
Yeah. Good kick.
Good punt. Good punt.
That's even better.
Look at the bounce.
He touched
Look
it.
at the bounce.
He touched it. Pick it up. Pick it up. Sorry for yelling there, but you always pick the ball up and run.
Every one of our coaches to our right said the same thing. I don't think they think that. I don't think the refs think that. They just pointed.
Yeah. Shouldn't have screamed like that, but it was right in front of me.
Hey, I've screamed a few times a day too, Scott.
Well,
it's okay.
You always, when in doubt,
get the ball.
You get the ball, and you would pick it up. Actually, on that situation, it's a dead ball in high school, so you can't advance the fumbled punt, but you still jump on it.
Yeah.
So 6 minutes and 1 second left. The ball's on the 25-yard line.
That's still a long time.
It is a long time, but Goffstown just needs to be patient on defense. Again, no big plays. And Michael's going to be chucking it.
Nope. That's not there.
And that was not a good pass by him.
No.
So what you're going to see here now is that they're probably going to go mostly passes, Joe, which is going to stop clock, things like that. So
yeah. Let's see who do we got out on defense? Oh, yeah, we're still good. We still got all our studs out there. Duval's out there.
6 seconds off, not even 4 seconds off the clock, which seems a little weird on for one play, but.
Oh gosh! Wow.
Good tackle though by Duval.
Did you see Peyton Strickland go right by that toss?
Yeah.
I was like,
you say to yourself, man, what if he took that one? But
let's see if they show that on the replay.
Yeah. But Peyton Strickland went wide on that play. You'll see he goes very wide.
Watch. Whoop.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Man.
But in some respects, this isn't bad because, this is chewing up clock, So I'm a little surprised that they're just not throwing exclusively. It's like Goffstown is going to drop some guy in coverage.
Oh, boy.
What a great
tackle.
cutback.
Yeah, that's a first down, Scott.
That's a first down and a little bit more. Number 21, Owen Christopher. And that was just a great cutback by Christopher. And now the clock stops on the first down and it'll go. Bedford's got to have a little more sense of urgency, in my opinion.
Yeah, Strickland came up limping on that one, and he's headed to the sideline on the far side. Toby Halpern came in.
And a lot of these guys are getting winded, So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's taking too long.
Yeah.
You're down by 2 touchdowns. They have all 3 timeouts. Don't get me wrong, but Again, Goffstown's got to keep plays in front of them.
But yeah, Bedford just don't look like they're in a hurry at
They're
all.
not. They're not in a hurry up. Michael, he's going to fake the and deep ball.
Oh, wow.
And he just 23. Goffstown gets lucky on that one, but that ball, Tagliaferro, that ball I think was catchable. We're going to see, but that was a beautiful pass. Let's see. I think he could have caught that.
Michael does such a good job with that little fake handoff.
That little play action. So 4 minutes, 35 seconds. And again, if you're Bedford, I think you got to speed things up.
You got to start hurrying up a bit.
Yeah.
Also watch Joe Michael.
But why is he coming to the sideline to get the plays all the time?
Yeah, they've done that every year we've watched
I understand, but like.
Watch Joe Michael every time he receives the ball, Scott.
Yeah.
He kind of does this little flip, and he watch. He's going to receive it. He's going to whoop.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't see it.
Again.
There we go.
That's it.
There we go.
Number 5, Seth Osborne with a sack.
Seth Osborne
so
coming up.
So not only
big.
do they lose about 10 yards on that play, but now the clock keeps going. If you're Bedford, maybe you call a timeout here.
So the varsity team had dinner at the Osbornes last night. So apparently he was fed well because he came up with a big sack there, Scott.
That's exactly what Goffstown needed. And now K-Post comes out, and number 35, which I think is Leidick, who's had a nice game. We've called his name quite a bit. And number 54, Kyle Gregor, he's in there. So again, 3rd and 21. Got to play a little bit more up-tempo if you're the Bulldogs. That's going to be another pass. Look at 81.
Open. Oh, that was
overthrow.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Sasso almost pushed off.
Pushed him a little bit.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean, that was right in front of us too.
Yeah. Sasso looked like he pushed off on number 2.
Not enough to, not make the guy catch the ball, but
tough decision there. And the ball was pretty high over his head. So this is it. This is the play of the game.
This
folks.
is the play of the game.
This is your play of the game, brought to you by MG Sports. No, only kidding. So it's 4th and 21, balls in the 31, and for all intents and purposes, this is your play of the game.
Yes, you still want to put pressure on Michael. Make him make a decision here.
Yeah, you still have to put pressure on him.
There's the rollout. There's the backwards pass. There's open.
And he misses it. He is short. He is shy of the 50, and that will do it. Goffstown will take over on downs, but what a gallant effort by number 44 for the Bulldogs. That was Cal McAuliffe who gave it all he had.
That was a good play.
It was a great play and great effort by McAuliffe, who I thought he barely missed it, but what an effort by McAuliffe.
Wow. That was kind of a gutsy call by Bedford, too.
Very, very
Joe
gutsy.
Michael rolls out right, throws back across the field.
But I think what it shows, though, Joe, is that there's respect from the Bedford coaching staff against the secondary at Goffstown.
Yeah.
So, in the North Division, obviously, this is a North contest. There's not a whole lot of talent in the North. I hate to say that, but there just isn't. And whoever comes up on this game is going to have a big leg up.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with the way Goffstown's played today, considering they've had 2 weeks off. Some people could say, well, you've had 2 weeks off, so you have 2 weeks to prepare.
Right.
But I think you get rusty also. You get complacent.
All right. So look for running.
Ooh. Ooh.
And 77, like he sliced right in there. Magnus Steele.
Magnus Steele.
Best name on the field today.
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
In on the tackle.
And a timeout by Bedford. So even this is also really super challenging because let's say that Bedford calls all of their 3 timeouts here and it's around 3 minutes. Goffstown punts. It means they got to put up two scores in 3 minutes with no timeouts.
Crazier things have happened.
Listen, I've seen some of that stuff on YouTube, and right? Some of these games where they're down. I saw that one game, I'm like, how did that happen? But that's like the beauty of football, Joe, right? It's like anything can happen.
I don't know if the folks in the stands are hot over there, but I haven't heard anything from the Bedford side of the stands today.
Yeah.
Why are they being so quiet?
I think the student section's doing fine. I hear them cheering, but
Yeah.
you're right. The Bedford section's been a little bit quiet. You know, listen, maybe they were like me. Maybe they had 2 pulled pork sandwiches, and it's in there, and they're just slowed down a little bit from.
Maybe they're taking a nap.
Yeah. Well, listen, I really don't care whether you decide to pull off brisket for the people, right? But maybe for us, our pregame meal would be brisket. I don't know.
Pre-game?
I don't know.
I cooked one about 2 weeks ago.
Do you do like collard greens, by the way?
You know, I have never cooked collard greens in my
Oh,
life.
my God.
My father-in-law, who's watching the game right now, he cooks collard greens all the time.
Oh my
and
God,
they're
it's like my
fantastic.
favorite. I love them. All right, we've got a 2nd and 11 for the Grizzlies. 3 minutes, 14 seconds. In motion is Perry. I'm sorry, it's Duval. He takes the ball.
Oh, he took it too.
And
Let's go,
he's going to go all the way.
Let's go, Duval.
He's going all the way, folks.
to the house. I love seeing that.
Aaron Duval just put the proverbial nail in the coffin for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
Did you see that hole, Scott?
That
when
was
we see
massive.
When we see the replay on that, you could have drove my truck through that. Look at that. Watch here.
Yeah, it was massive. 51, great. But it was just
that was fantastic.
Well-designed play, and that's going to do it. So we don't always doesn't always happen with 3 minutes left in the game, but you know, we interview folks after the game.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to kind of go through. I think Strickland clearly had a phenomenal game. I think the gentleman who just scored, Duval. I think Robbie Begidi.
Yep.
And who else do you think?
I think you've got to talk to Antonio.
And Antonio, right? Yeah. So we'll talk to those.
Antonio's been a man on fire today.
Right.
He's been I mean, not that Antonio doesn't always play well, but he picked it up a level today, Scott. It was,
I agree. So one thing that we have to let Aiden know, who's our cameraman, and by the way, has done an excellent job for us, is that we will do interviews after the game. So we'll have to move our gear down and all. Now, would we be able to do a live interview or no? Not really, right? Or we could. I don't know. Dave Steffen, who's our GTV director, might be able to. We've never done a live interview before.
And Scott, I just want to set expectations before we go down there. You are doing the interviewing.
Sure.
I cannot interview my own son.
Sure. Sure. Well,
I nominate you, sir.
I've done these before.
I know. That's another reason you're doing them. You're good at it.
Well, I don't know about that, but I have fun doing it, and it's always
good
the highlight of my
kids.
year football season. I love the game for one, but it's just great to see the athletes, the student body, a lot of administrators and teachers. You know, the staff are here supporting the team, and this is a big win for Goffstown. After, let's face it, that was a very dispiriting loss. Kickoff to number 21, and he breaks free.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
Oh, the kicker makes the tackle.
That is a Grim.
Grim Langholt
Grim
with the tackle.
from Norway.
Grim Langholt.
I just want to kick the ball. No, he said,
No.
I'm going to hurt somebody.
Grim Langholt said, I'd like to play middle linebacker, coach. Coach,
Hey, he did tell Coach that he wanted to play defense.
I'd like to play middle linebacker,
You might have
coach.
earned a spot, young man.
Wow. So good run back by number 21, Owen Christopher. And then he met the Norwegian nightmare,
I like that.
right? Grim Langholt. See, everybody gets a nickname. Sometimes it happens and you don't even say it, but now he's the Norwegian nightmare.
Man.
After that tackle.
You know, so my wife is the president of the Booster Club here. And just over the past 3 weeks to watch all the work that
There's
everybody.
another pitch. Can Goffstown get to the edge? No, they can't.
Oh, wow.
And Begidi.
Robbie, you got to tackle him.
Got to watch out there if you're Schaefer. Robbie should have tackled him. I think he almost
just kinda
wanted to
ran
push
with
him out of bounds. So
Yeah, to watch the work of all the volunteers at our first home game, and then win on top of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good day. Everybody should go home happy. I think I have to drive all this food over to the food pantry out in Manchester.
What food?
All the tackle, the New Hampshire Hunger Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Hunger.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pulled pork. Don't be driving that anywhere. All right? You could drive that
You
right to
almost
my...
tackled me, Scott.
Yeah, I'll tackle you for that hunger. Fumble.
Oh, he got it.
He got it back.
He got it back.
And Capos was in on that one. His big mitt might have been in on that one. If we get a replay, see how did he just lose it, or was somebody's hand in on that one? Let's see. I think he just lost control of it.
You know, when the bell rings here in a minute, Scott, how pumped up our boys are going to be.
Yeah, it's a big win.
It's
a big win. Again, they haven't played in 2-3 weeks, so.
Hey, are we 3-1 after this?
You know, I personally think so. You can't have teams forfeit. I mean, they say they can't play. That's a forfeit in my book. Pitch to number 20, and that's problems. This is not the time to miss tackles, boys.
No.
And
was that Aaron that chased him?
That was Grzyckas.
That was Robbie.
Begidi with the tackle. That's now at like the 5-yard line, I think.
Bedford said, "I am not going down without a fight."
Yeah.
As they shouldn't.
You know, but it also makes you wonder if Goffstown, you know, I mean, I still see their first string in there, but, you know, at some point.
No, this game's too important.
Yeah.
There's the rollout from Joe Michael. That's wow.
Bad throw.
Yeah, a little high there.
Yeah.
A little high there.
But that's his that's kind of like his textbook thing, you know?
Yeah.
A rollout and but I tell you, you got to give credit to the secondary. Now, granted, Begidi, 2 interceptions, but who else had one? Duval had one, or
who had the one at the end of the half?
I think it was Duval. Or was it Osborne? I'm trying to remember, but
there's been 4.
Yeah, there's been 4 total. And then there was that one over the middle. That was that tip, you know. But I'm just saying, overall, with the exception of a few blown coverages, Goffstown's secondary's done pretty well. And he's looking all the way over the middle.
Oh, Capos almost got him.
He almost had him with his mitt. And
pick it off.
Another interception by Goffstown. Number 19,
Will Sasso with a pick.
Will Sasso, 5 interceptions for the Grizzlies.
Oh, Antonio stayed down.
And
Antonio almost got Michael.
He's fine.
Yeah, get up, sir.
He's fine. This is like him getting away from the dinner table.
This
Trust
is the
me.
swagger.
He's
this
good.
Is the swagger.
He's all good. He has played, I think, one of the best games I've ever seen him play.
I agree with you.
I'm serious. He is just
I know.
heart of a lion today.
Because he almost had Joe Michael.
Antonio set the stage for toughness on the defensive line and on the offensive line, for that matter.
Certainly.
You know, keep in mind, like, these are high school athletes going both ways in hot weather.
Yeah, it's hot. I was hoping.
And Antonio is, you know, he's a big guy. You know, I mean.
What, 6'5", 320?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a minute and a half to play, and you know, just a very, very surprising, you know, game for me. I certainly didn't expect this.
I certainly didn't either, Scott. I'm really pleased, obviously, with the results here, but I wasn't sure how we were going to do having 2 weeks off.
Yeah. So Goffstown's just going to be content running the ball and killing the clock.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, we got 2nd and 10, a couple knees maybe, a couple runs. Well, I don't know if we ever got an answer from, you know, YouTube on who our farthest viewer was, but I hope Grimm's family is watching from Norway, especially after he made that tackle and some good kicks today. To my people, Larry Poole in Abu Dhabi. You know, that's pretty far, but I don't know if we have anything else. I got
my friend Joe, who's at the meeting house. Hopefully he's watching the game, Joe Parumba, which is not very far. It's only like 2 miles away. He's right by the SAU building where I work.
Yeah, that's not far at all, Scott.
Joe's a big fan. So, Joe, if you're out there, shout out to you.
Hey, go Grizz.
And that's going to do it.
Go Grizz.
So the Goffstown Grizzlies prevail 28-7. And just an unbelievable game for them, something that they should be extremely proud of.
And, they're going to be pumped.
And I think that this is a game they needed.
Bedford is 0-3 against the Grizzlies over the past 2 seasons.
Yeah. And I have to say, I'm kind of surprised. I'm very happy for the Grizzlies, but I thought we would have had a little bit of a tighter game.
Same.
But I think the difference for Goffstown was just the athleticism of their seniors.
Yeah. Well, we knew the class of 2022 was special. You know, they kind of showed it today.
Yeah.
And then we called some names you don't normally hear. So that's
Right.
that's impressive, too.
You know, Burke and those guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to sign off here, but we're going to come back later for some interviews. We're not sure if it'll be live or not. We might be live, so if you want to hang on, it'll take us about 10 minutes. So go grab some refreshments, grab some food, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk to some of our star players of the game.
Hang out to watch your favorite players.
We'll see you soon.
Let's go.
Scott Gross from GTV Sports here. Antonio Capos. Antonio, an unbelievable victory, right, against a rivalry like Bedford.
Yep.
I've seen you play for a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen so much passion and, like, fire in you. Like, what was motivating you today?
The motivation was me last spring, putting in the work to come back this season to make sure I'm the best I've ever been in my high school career and my senior year.
Well, I'll tell you, there were a couple of plays where it just looked like you made like one-arm tackles. You were in so many tackles. Let's talk about the defense and all. Like, I think the secondary also played really well.
Amazing. Our defense is really good. We've been working really hard in the offseason and the season. Since we missed 2 games, we've had plenty of work to put in to get ready for this game, and I'm just really happy with the result.
So your game plan, I'm just curious. I mean, you got Joe Michael, one of the best quarterbacks in the state this year. What was your game plan, trying to contain him? As we know he's got a good arm. We know we can run. What was the game plan against him?
Keep him pressured. Make sure he's not standing in the pocket. Make sure he's keeping on his toes. Make sure he doesn't have time to throw the ball out comfortably.
All right. Well, Antonio, you played both ways.
Yep.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
I think, and I don't really count calories a whole lot, but I think you burned about 4,000 to 5,000 calories this game. So with that, you're going to get a cupcake from the Blue Moose. All right. So here's a cupcake. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Fantastic game and revel in the victory, all right?
Thank you.
Nice job, my friend.
Thank you.
All right.
Good.
Scott Gross again here with Aaron Duval. Aaron, just a phenomenal game at running back. You hit so many holes. The most important thing that I saw was that you did not go down on the first attempted tackle. So tell me, what was your mindset today?
Just to get as many yards as I could, I really wanted to go out there and be the best I could, so I'd fight for every yard and make it.
There was no doubt about it, and then let's talk about that touchdown towards the end. What was the play call?
It was just, we've been running that play the whole game, and they would bite on Peyton, and then Peyton told Coach that they were going to bite on him, so he thought that was going to work. And
so the coach listened to Peyton on this one?
Yeah.
And
Peyton's a pretty smart guy.
I know, and you went right to the house on that. Let's talk defensive for this. You play both ways. How proud are you guys of your defense in terms of what you did? You gave up only 7 points to a pretty darn good team.
I'm pretty proud. I think we did great. Like, we just came out there and we kicked some butt,
So you're excited now for the rest of the season? Got some energy behind you. Okay, you too. You burned a lot of calories, so you're also going to get a cupcake from the Blue Moose in downtown Goffstown. So there you go. Enjoy it.
Appreciate it.
All right. Take care. Gross again from GTV Sports. I'm here with my neighbor, Robbie Begidi. First year playing varsity football. First year playing football, for that matter. Robbie, this has got to be a special day for you. Talk to me a little bit about the fact that, again, you never. This is the first time you're playing football this year. Tell me about that. What made you do this?
I've always wanted to play. I just never knew if I was going to be. I never committed to it. I never knew if I was going to be a factor. But it was a day in the summer. I was playing basketball, actually, in the gym. And Hammond told me he wants me to go to 7v7, and I liked it, so I just kept coming, putting in work, kept my head down, and we're here now. So,
we call these games, and you had 2 interceptions, and for a guy who's never played football, the technique on a couple of these, and especially that one where you time the tackle perfectly, the ball's in the air, and you grab it for the interception. Like, what goes in your mind after you make a play like that?
Just crazy in my head, really. But after the second one, I had to get upfield because the first one I just fell. But then after, I was excited.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. It's unreal.
So let's talk about a couple of plays where they didn't go so well, right? So how do you deal with the situation where, maybe your feet get a little crossed up or a guy gets behind you? Like, what goes in your mind on those situations?
We just got to focus on the next play. We got to run out of we had to limit mistakes, especially because we haven't played since September 3rd. So we just have to keep going next play and just be better every time.
Yeah, it's like you got to have like a short memory, especially playing football. So,
Yeah.
so with that, again, I want to give you a cupcake as well for an outstanding performance. Enjoy it, and you don't have to share this one with your family. All right, this is all for you.
All right.
All right.
You.
Great game, man.
Thank you.
All right. Scott Gross again from GTV Sports. I'm here with Peyton Strickland, number 80. I kind of call him beast mode. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where we've got like less than a minute to go and a player who's not really the starting quarterback throws like a 50-yard pass and then in the next play catches a 30-yard touchdown. All, like I said, in 2 consecutive plays. What was going through your mind on this?
It's really all just kind of crazy. I've always had a good arm. Actually, when I first started playing football, I was a quarterback, so I've always been able to throw the ball pretty good. And then really just once I got to high school, I realized I had really good hands too. So, you know, I made the transfer to a receiver, but I've still always kept my arm good. So, you know, we were running that power play to the right, and they were kind of biting on it. So we had another play in our bag where, you know, I faked that power run and then hit my guy Jonah down on the seam, and
Great catch too, by the way, for
yeah,
him.
Great catch.
You know, I was talking to Aaron before, and he said on his touchdown that you were the guy who said to the coach, "Hey, coach, I think they're going to bite on this one." Do you think you got a coaching career down the road?
I wouldn't say that much, but I was reading the defense when I would go in at quarterback. And, you know, every time I line up in the backfield, and they kind of automatically think like, oh, the ball, like 80's running the ball. So I was like, I knew that's what they were thinking. So I told Coach right before we went in, I was like, Coach, we got to run this play because I know they're going to bite down on me, and Aaron's going to be wide open. And, you know, we run the play, and he scores.
Was wide open. Let's talk a little bit about you're one of the captains. How do you get your team pumped up for a game where you kind of got killed by Exeter on your first game? You got 2 forfeits or whatever. Those were games that were canceled. You come into a rivalry, crosstown rivalry. How do you get pumped? How do you get you guys pumped up for that?
Oh, it's really not just me. You know, like you said, we missed 2 weeks. We kind of lose our first game. It wasn't super pretty. So, you know, our guys were just really motivated to come out and play hard because, you know, we didn't want to lose a second game in a row, especially against our rival. So on top of it being our rival school, you know, not being able to play for the past few weeks, you know, we just really wanted it.
Yeah. Well, like everybody else, you're going to get the final cupcake from the Blue Moose. So hope you like vanilla frosting.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate
Frosting
it.
on the top to just a phenomenal game for the Bedford, and you know, all I got to tell you is now you're punting. I see that. You're throwing. You're kind of doing a whole lot of other things. So again, phenomenal game,
Thank
and
you.
keep it going. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care, folks.